Are you feeling spiritually lost, like you've tried everything, YouTube videos, online courses, even meditation apps, but still something is missing? Wondering, is this all there is? The world is loud and chaotic, and your soul is overwhelmed, craving inner peace, but you can't find your way back to yourself. This is exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system to help people just like you. This isn't a video you watch and forget. It's a daily spiritual lifeline that brings you back to your soul. So if you're done feeling lost and you're ready to start transforming, then come join us. This is more than a course. This is your lifeline. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. Welcome to our September 24th Vedgurudev's live Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang. Today, we will be answering questions from the YouTube live stream, so make sure you put all your questions in the YouTube live stream. We'll be answering it wholeheartedly. But before we could get started, we have to welcome our honored and very auspicious guests. So I'll be saying the mantra for each of our honored, auspicious guests 3 times, starting with Goddess Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of infinite abundance, wealth, and prosperity. And I will say her mantra 3 times with love and devotion right now. Om Sharim Klim Lakshmi Narayana Biyam Namaha. Om Sharim Klim Lakshmi Narayana Biyam Namaha. Om Sharim Klim Lakshmi Narayana Biyam Namaha. Next to her, the highest of them all, Adi Yogi, the first yogi, Lord Shiva himself. And I will say his mantra 3 times with love and devotion also. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Next to Lord Shiva is Lord Ganesha, the remover of all obstacles, Lord of success. And I will say his mantra 3 times with love and devotion also. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And in the front, the fountainhead of Kriya Yoga, the deathless, immortal Himalayan yogi, our beloved Satgurudeva, Babaji himself. And I will say Babaji's Mula mantra 3 times with love and devotion also. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Last but not least, the deathless, immortal Himalayan yogini, pure Kriya Yoga Shakti herself. And I would say Mataji's Mula mantra 3 times with love and devotion also. Om Kriya Mataji Namo. Om Kriya Mataji Namo. Om Kriya Mataji Namo. So now that we have welcomed all of our honored, auspicious guests, it's time to start our September 24th Vedgurudev's live Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang here at the Kriya Yoga School. So put all your YouTube comments in the YouTube chat and we'll answer it wholeheartedly as best as we can. Namaste, Veronica. How are you doing today?
Namaste. I'm doing great. I'm honored and thrilled to be here for yet another satsang. So we can talk about Kriya Yoga, everything under the sun spiritual or aliens or whatever rabbit holes we want to go into. So talk about this crazy Maya world we're all experiencing. So yes, happy and thrilled to be here. I can't believe I'm here for another one, but very thankful. Oh.
Whatever questions you have, we'll answer it wholeheartedly. No topic off limits. We answer all questions as best as we can. I don't have all the answers, but I'll try to let my soul, my intuition guide me and answer as best as I can.
Yes. We have our brother, Fitzguru, God will call you, or AKA Brendan. He said,
Namaste, Fitzguru. Glad to have you here.
Yes.
Brendan.
He says, God bless. God bless you too.
You too, Brendan.
And our sister Sandy is here. She says, Namaste, beautiful souls. Namaste.
Namaste, Sandy. Glad to have you here as always.
Oh. Fitzguru says, I wanted to ask, why are there deities and why don't people go straight to God? Oh.
Well, we've answered this a couple times in previous soul talks or satsangs. So in yoga, they have what's called nirguna and saguna. Some people resonate with nirguna, which is formless, right? The sun, they pray to the energy, they pray to the divine light, formless. And some people pray to saguna, which is a picture of Babaji or Mataji or a picture of Jesus or a statue of Jesus. So it really just matters what works the best for you and what's tailor-made and individualized for you. Whatever makes you feel the best, that is the best form to pray to. So it really doesn't matter what other people pray to. It matters what makes you feel the best. So what puts a smile on your face? Me personally, I get a smile on my face when I see Babaji's picture. I resonate with Babaji. But there are some yogis that pray to a formless form of the source or God, which is basically the sun. Some people just do the mantra Om, right? Which is the primordial sound of the universe. So they don't really need to say any deity's name. They enjoy resonating with the divine sound, the supreme sound. They call it nada, right? Which is the divine sound, the nada. They pray to the nada, right? Or they say the mantra just Om, right? So that's very profound. And some people like to say the bija mantras for all for the deity, like Ganesha, right? When you say gum, that's a direct phone number to Ganesha. So when you say gum, you know it's going directly to Ganesha, right? No other deity has the bija gum, right? So it's basically directing and going into detail, right? Instead of saying the phone number 0, you would say 805692, you know, it goes directly to the deity. So some people like to resonate the whole universe, which would basically be, I don't know, 0, right? Or some people like to go in detail, so it goes directly to the source they're praying to. But there's no right or wrong way to pray to any deity, right? If you pray to the divine light, the sun, it's basically going to the source anyway. So if you see God in everywhere and everything, all mantras go to the same place. So I would just do the mantra that makes you feel the best. There's no right or wrong way, no one size fits all. It's basically, if you resonate with saying the mantra Om in a formless form, that's perfectly great. If you want to say Om Namah Shivaya, sending Om straight to Shiva, then that's perfectly great. So there's no right or wrong way. It's just basically what works the best for you and what's tailor-made and individualized for you. So that would be my best suggestion, to pray to any deity, you know? I would just do what makes you feel the best and what uplifts you. That is the best way. So it's not one size fits all. Like what I do, it personally works for me, but it might not personally work for you. So it's your job to see what works best for you. That's why in our Kriya Yoga school, we give hundreds of Kriyas, go through them all, and which ones make you feel good, put them in your pocket and integrate it into your daily life and add it into your daily life. And that would be my best suggestion with any of these practices. People ask me all the time, what's the best pranayama? Whichever one makes you feel the best. I'll give you all the pranayamas. I won't gatekeep any of them. And you choose which one works best for you. What's the best asana? I'll give you all the asanas, and you choose which one makes you feel the best and gives you the most energy and gets you through the day. And I'll give you all the mantras. You pick which one works best for you, you know? So we have a buffet, a smorgasbord here at the Kriya Yoga School to give you many options. Because I've seen many other yogic programs, they give you one mantra a year. Well, what if that mantra doesn't work for you? Then you're stuck with a mantra you don't resonate with. So we try to give all mantras wholeheartedly, all asanas wholeheartedly, all pranayamas wholeheartedly, all meditations wholeheartedly, all bhakti wholeheartedly. So you could choose what works best for you, because it's not like one size fits all. So, you know, like, yeah. So I've seen other programs and they basically say, practice these 7 techniques forever. And then what if you don't like any of those 7 techniques? So I don't want, yoga should be fun and enjoyable. It shouldn't be like a chore, right? Like, I don't want anybody to get discouraged by yoga. So I try to give as many kriyas as I can wholeheartedly. So there has to be, out of 200-300 kriyas, there has to be a couple that resonate with you. And that's basically how I built my own sadhana. I learned thousands of kriyas, thousands of asanas, thousands of meditation. And I basically said, okay, these are the ones I like. And these are the ones I'm going to integrate into my daily practice. So maybe they work for other yogis, but these are the ones that work for me. So the reason I don't like other yogic programs, because they only give you 5 techniques and they say practice this the rest of your life. And you're like, what if I don't like these 5 techniques? What if they make me feel uncomfortable? So we try to give as many techniques as possible. So there's something for everybody, no matter where you're at on your spiritual journey. So back to the original question, I would just say, whichever deity makes you feel the best, that is the best deity. And if you feel great with a formless form of the source or God, then that's perfectly fine. Or if you feel better by visualizing a picture, then that's perfectly fine too. So there is no one size fits all. There's paths for everybody, you know, many paths to the mountaintop. Which path you take, that's up to you. But the path you take is always the best path. And yeah, so stay light on your toes and adjust. And, you know, maybe today you like Ganesh, maybe tomorrow you like Shiva. That's perfectly fine, you know? So I try to not be so rigid, like today I got to do Ganesha. I go wherever the wind takes me, you know? So if they say I start doing Ganesha and I start saying Shiva's mantra, I said maybe Shiva's today, right? So I adjust and stay light on my toes and pivot and change course and change direction accordingly. So it's not one size fits all. And whatever mantra you have today, maybe next month you change it. That's perfectly fine too. You don't have to go down with the ship. Stay light on your toes
Yeah.
and adjust accordingly.
Let's see. Paul, he says, greetings. I'm here too. Yay. I'm glad you're here too.
Greetings, Paul. Whatever question or whatever insights you have or experiences, put it in the YouTube chat. We'll answer it wholeheartedly also.
And then we have Theophilopoulos Nicolatis.
Oh, namaste, Theo Philophysis. He's from Greece. He's one of our members in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass.
Oh, I thought that name looked familiar. Well, welcome.
Welcome, Theophilus.
He asks, do you believe that karma can be eliminated?
Can it be eliminated 100%? Probably not. It's like your ego. You could, the kriyas, the practices we do is to dilute it or dissolve it as much as possible. But getting rid of it 100%, I don't know if that's possible, you know, but it's always kind of around. But the practices we do kind of burn our karma off and lower it as much as possible, you know, but it's always kind of around. I like when Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, your ego is always hiding behind that tree over there. So it's always kind of around, but the practices we do, we indirectly, by doing our sadhana, we burning our karma. So by doing the kriyas in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass, we're burning our karma away as much as possible. I always say I have a big trash mountain from all my incarnations and past lives. So I have enough karma to burn. So there's 3 different types of karma. They would say Sanchita karma, Agama karma, and Pradraha karma. So that's basically present day karma, future karma, and past karma. So if you don't create no karma in the present moment, you don't really have nothing to burn. If you don't, and when you don't create new karma, then you don't have future karma. So the real thing to do is to burn all your past incarnation karma. And the way we do that in Kriya Yoga, it's a byproduct by doing our sadhana. My guru used to say, just by doing your daily Kriya Yoga practice, whether it's asana, pranayama, or meditation, you're indirectly burning your karma. So that's basically how we dissolve our karma and burn our karma, by doing our sadhana wholeheartedly. And when we do our yogic practice, our sadhana wholeheartedly, the karma kind of dissipates and it lessens. But can you fully burn your karma? Probably not. You know, I would say it's still there a little bit, but our job as yogis or yoginis is to get it to such a low point. You know, most people, they're unaware of the concept of karma, so they don't even know what karma is. So they are caught in that karmic kind of hamster wheel, that karmic kind of loop. But just by being aware of what karma is, you're pretty much all the way home. You just got to do the inner work, and by doing your yogic daily practice, or just by not hurting people or harming people, you're not creating more karma. And by helping people and loving people, you're lessening your karma. So yeah, I would just say be the best person you could be. Don't hurt anybody. Don't create more karma. You don't have to worry about future karma. And if you don't create any present day karma, then all you have to worry about indirectly is the karma that you created for many other lives. And the way to dissolve that past life karma is to basically, do your yogic practice, help people, love people, and, you can never go wrong with that. So, yeah, I've said before in our satsangs before, I don't really think too much about karma. I do my yogic practice, and it's like a byproduct that it kind of dissolves, and it gives you a better mindset by meditating and doing your breath work that it kind of dissipates the karma indirectly.
Well, how we're on karma, I had a couple things I've been thinking about. Like, I just started this new practice where I'll remember all the people that hurt me in some kind of way, or I feel some kind of negativity towards them. And I just send this tidal wave of like loving pink energy to them. And I feel like if whatever I put out into the world comes right back to me. So I just thought, well, why don't I just send all these people that hurt me love? And I just like, it's just like an overwhelming like wave of love I'm just sending them, because like I feel like that's a way to like help karma if I just like forgive them and I just send, maybe they need like a lot of loving energy and maybe that will help them. So I've just been thinking, I don't know, maybe that burns karma too, just like sending love and forgiveness. And I just envision it like just like this really beautiful pink energy coming to them. So I don't know. I feel like it's making my energy lighter just doing that, just kind of letting it go. So that's something I've been doing lately.
Yeah, that sounds beautiful. That's a good way to burn your karma or let it go. Just I forgive everybody for everything they've done to me, and I just let it go. Like I'm not attaching to it. I'm taking all these rocks out of my backpack and throwing them off to the side. They no longer serve me. Like you begin to see like the trauma, the karma you carry around doesn't really serve you. It's like water under the bridge, like why do you need to carry these rocks on your back anymore, right? It happened. Okay, I'm letting it go, I'm not going to attach to the trauma it served me at the time. Today is the new day, and there's no trauma around, so why should I even think about something that's already passed or, clouds passing in the sky? So yeah, I agree with you. When you project unconditional love out into the world, you can never go wrong, right? So I saw that Jesus said, forgive them, for they know not what
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
They don't know what they do. They're deluded. They're attached to the Maya world. They think hurting people is the way. They think violence is the way. Forgive them. They're deluded. They don't know what they're doing. They're lost in the sauce, So forgive them, They're attached to some narrative. They have an emotional reaction. They're activated. Who knows, right? Forgive them for what they do, So if you forgive
Yeah.
people and love people unconditionally, I don't see how you could ever go wrong. Always come from a place of love, not from a place of hate, right? So
Yeah.
as long as you're coming from a place of love, forgiveness, compassion, kindness, selfless service, helping people, you can never go wrong. If you're coming from a place of hate, violence, anger, then you need to do some self-reflection and go in the bathroom and look in the mirror, see how I could be better. So yeah, always come from a place of love and forgiveness, and forgive people, for they know not what they do. They're deluded, they're lost in the sauce, they're hypnotized by the narrative. So just learn from other people's mistakes. Like, I'm in control of my castle. I'm the king of my castle. I'm the queen of my castle. And no one can activate me or radicalize me or get me to do something I don't want to do, you know? And when you become self-aware or self-realized, when people say, you should go out there and hurt this child, you'll be like, no way.
Why?
There ain't enough money in the bank, right? So be that type of person, you know? When you're in a lower frequency, you're like, how much money is it? You know? So don't be on a lower frequency, no matter how much money they give you or what they tell you or what their ghost story is. Don't go down with their shit, you know? Like, no way I'm doing that. I'm on the spiritual path. I'm on the loving path. I'm helping people. I'm loving people. You know, forgiving people, you know? So, yeah. So forgive them, for they know not what they do. You know, they are lost in the sauce. They are deluded, you know, and just look at them like, this is not the way, right? This is not the way.
This is not the way.
This is not the people that hold up the white flag. They don't do this. Peace, harmony, love, you know, helping people, selfless service. This is the way. White flag. Hurting people, violence, murder, war. This is the black flag. So when you have that kind of detached witness perspective, you could kind of see the pieces on the chessboard. Like, nah, you know, I ain't doing that, you know. Hello, friend. Let me give you a good idea. Why don't you get up on the roof with the gun? And you know, I like, no, what? No, no. Get away. Devil's next to me, right? Get away, you know. Go away. Get out of here. Oh, dirty. I gotta take a shower.
Yeah, my soul is
get
dirty.
Out of here. You're right. Oh, God. Yeah, get away. You know. You know, who told you to come here? You know. We love people. We help people. You know. We love unconditionally. We have no place for that over here, right? I like when they say or my guru used to say, when God comes to your door, don't leave God out in the cold and rain. Let God in for your house for tea. If the ego or harm or whatever comes to your door, violence, leave it out in the cold and rain, you know? Get out of here, you know? Yeah. You're not welcome at my house with that fake ghost story, you know, your used car salesman approach, right? Hello, friend. Let me tell you a story about God. No thanks. I'm good. You know?
I'm good.
You know, you know what God wants? God wants you to go up on a roof and get a gun. And what? God would never want that.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Not my perception of God. Right? You know, I don't know what God you're talking about too, but that ain't my God. Go away. Get out of here with that fake story, right?
God's probably like, I never said that.
Your energy is dirty. Taking the Lord's name in vain, right? You know, we talked about this before. That some people said of God, right? Can't be of God, because God would want peace, harmony, love, you know, helping people, you know. So if it's not, no matter what you call yourself, it's his words in the air, unless you show by action, right? You lead by example. So anybody not leading by example, you just be like, yeah, that's a cool story, bro, but I'm not buying it, right?
Yeah.
I'm of God. Prove it. Show me, you know? Well, if you give me $3,000, I'll show you I'm of God. No thanks. Doesn't sound like anything of God around here, you know? So I don't need you to show me. Take your snake oil and your Brooklyn Bridge and your fake ghost stories somewhere else, you know? Your I don't know what your late night infomercials. Take them somewhere else, right? Well, let me tell you, if you buy this package, and then I'll take you to God, and make sure when the collection plate comes around, you put some money in there, because I'm sending it to God. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What does God need money for?
God has no use for your money. Right. Exactly. Right. You know, God doesn't care if you have a Cadillac or not, you know, so I don't know. You could start to see behind the veil and the curtain and the Wizard of Oz, you know, you just see, right? Like, so, but the best way to connect to God, in my opinion, is just help as many people as you can, being loving as you can. And yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to have a Santa Claus Christmas list of people I helped, Cue the sound effect, Veronica. So so when I get to the pearly gates or Babaji's Yagnifier, yeah, I'm sure they're not going to say how much money you had in the bank or what kind of car you drive or how big your house was. They're going to be like, how many people did you help, Vedagurudev? And I said, this many, Santa Claus list, you know? I said, this guy came prepared. He he understood the mission, you know? So
yes.
that's basically my plan. So yeah, help as many people, love as many people, and be kind to as many people as possible. And I don't see how you can go wrong. So
Be good.
yeah, be
Also,
good.
You know, like people don't think that karma works because they don't see bad people getting their due for all their bad deeds. But maybe people do get their repercussions in the next life, or we don't see what's happening behind the scenes. But I feel like we want to see these bad guys go down. It's like we want, like, karma doesn't exist unless we see the bad people getting their due. But I just think that, I don't know, karma, we don't have to see it to know that it's working. Do you have any other thoughts about karma, in your opinion, about how it works?
Yeah, well, I would just say, in my opinion, how karma works, just be the best person you could be in the present moment. And what other people do, that's between them and their karma, right? There are many stories about many yogis who, there were people who were dying and the person died and they said, why didn't you help? Because they didn't want their karma to become their karma, you know? So like, some people have to work through this life and navigate this minefield of life by themselves, right? And most people want the lightning path, the microwave path, but just be the best person you could be. Even if you're a bad person right now, tomorrow's a new day. Just learn from your mistakes. I'm a good example. You know, I did everything I could possibly do. I treated my body like an amusement park. I was on the wrong path. I got on Kriya Yoga. I changed course. I pivoted. I changed directions, and I help people. I try to answer questions wholeheartedly. I try to give people the practices of Kriya Yoga, helping people. So tomorrow's a new day. Even if you're on the wrong track, you can still do better. And other people wishing for other people's downfall, you know, just do your own inner work, and that's between them and God and their own karma, right? So they need to take care of that, you know, like, you know, I don't really worry too much about other people's karma. I have a super big landfill trash mountain of karma I need to burn, you know? So I got enough on my plate. So, you know, hopefully you figure it out, my friend, you know, but I got my own inner work and my own sadhana I got to do. So I'm not too worried about you, you know, but yeah, just, you know, that's other people for them to figure out, you know. They have to look at themselves in the mirror at the end of the night, you know, and if they don't like who's looking back at them, that's some inner work that they need to do to overcome who they are. But, you know, I don't know. I don't really think about other people's karma too much because I got enough on my plate in the present moment. Yeah, they need to do their inner work, you know, and you know, but most people are lazy. They like blaming other people. They like pointing at other people. Like, if karma's real, why did this person and they didn't get it? It's between them and God, you know.
We don't know.
I don't want their trash to become my trash. I'm staying out of that way, you know. Like, I you know, so they have to look at themselves in the mirror and they have to self-evaluate who they are. So I don't know. I wouldn't really
Yeah.
worry about other
Yeah.
people's karma too much. I would just yeah, let them figure it out. I mean, it's up to them to use their own discernment and their own discrimination and figure out what the real way is, or what works best for them. And
Yeah.
you know, I would just say helping people, loving people, being kind to people, you know, going out of your way to help as many people as possible. You really can't go wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Hurting people, stealing people's money, scamming people, not caring about other people, you know, pushing little children in front of a bus so you could buy a new boat. This is bad karma, you know? So don't make new karma. Dissolve your old past life karma, you know? So, but yeah, so if you help people, I don't see how you could really go wrong, you know? So help as many people as possible, and don't create new karma. And how do you create new karma? By hurting people, you know, or doing things you shouldn't. Boo!
Sorry.
This is not the way. This is not the way. You know, like, well, I hurt a lot of people. I stole a lot of people's money. I scammed a lot of people, but I got a new boat. This is
Yeah.
not the way, right?
Not the
You
way.
know, this yeah, you're not learning. You're going backwards. You're not going forward. So, you know, yeah, that's what I would say.
Well, Fitzguru, in response to the answer to his question about deities, he says, yeah, makes sense, but I know people pray and do rituals for Lakshmi, but they do it to receive certain qualities or blessings. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I pray to Lakshmi, you know, the goddess of wealth, prosperity, and abundance, I thank Lakshmi for the job she's doing, not for to get something in return. So most people pray for things, they come from a place of lack. But when I pray to Lakshmi, I come from a place of abundance. I'm satisfied, I'm content with everything I got. Thank you for the job you're doing. And I'm not doing a ritual in like a dualist perspective. I'm doing it in a oneness perspective. When I see Lakshmi, I see Lakshmi's reflection inside me as me. So I am Lakshmi. Lakshmi is me. I am Jesus. Jesus is me. Whatever deity I'm praying to, it's not in a dualist perspective. It's in a oneness perspective. So when I do my puja every morning, I give the flame to each deity. And the light of the deity and my light merge as one. So I see their light inside me as me. I am whichever deity I'm praying to, and that deity is me. So it's more in a oneness Kriya Yoga perspective, not in a dualist perspective. So when people see the worship or the rituals, they think it's like trying to tempt the deity. But in my to get something, get a reward or get a result. But in my perspective, it's basically an offering as a blessing, right? Keep up the good work. All the deities, all the ascended masters, all the spirit guides, the source, everybody, the sun, they're doing the greatest job of all. I surrender to you. I give an offering, not in a dualist perspective, as a oneness perspective. So if you see the deity as like a mirror and a reflection back at yourself, I am Lakshmi and Lakshmi is me, and you come from a place of not lack and abundance, and you harmonize your frequency with a place of abundance, you'd be surprised what will crystallize and come into reality. So that's the way I look at it. So it's not in like a dualist perspective, like, hello Lakshmi, I got some flowers for you. If you take my flowers, can I please win the lottery? You know, yeah, give me some money and some those beautiful gold coins you have around you. Can I have some, please?
Yeah.
I'm so poor and so lonely out here, and the world is so harsh. Can I please have a coin? So that's not how we pray to any of these deities. We don't come from a place of lack. We come from a place of abundance. And me personally, when I pray to any deity, I pray as thanking them for the job they're doing. They're doing all the heavy lifting. Keep up the good work, you know? So, yeah, I'm not really in my personal sadhana or my personal puja. I'm not asking Lakshmi for anything, you know? Keep up the good work, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I pray to it, you know, from a place of abundance and contentment and satisfaction, not from a place of lack or need or, you know, desire. So that's how, I mean, I would suggest to pray to any deity. So you're doing the best job out of all. Keep up the good work, you know? What I need, I'm good. You've already exceeded my expectations in this life. Keep up the good work. So I've said before, many of these deities, I tell them not to come. People need your assistance way more than me. I'm good, you know? I'm doing my sadhana. I'm doing everything good, you know? Babaji, help the world, you know? No need to come, you know? No need to come here, you know? It almost becomes an ego play. If you're real, show yourself, you know? Like, no need for any of that, you know?
Yeah.
I feel you inside me as me, and that's perfectly fine, you know?
Well, Fitzguru says, okay, thanks. And Fitzguru also says, I should be in class in soon. Great to hear. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Brendan, I got your email, and yeah, I've been meaning to get back to you. We've just been kind of busy over here. And yeah, whenever you're ready at your own time, your family here at the Kriya Yoga School, and whenever you want to join the Kriya Yoga Masterclass, you're more than welcome. We open you with loving, unconditional arms. So you're always welcome, and we would love to have you back in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass whenever you're ready. But at your own pace and your own timing, we're here whenever you're ready. But we love you, Brendan, and hope to see you soon, right?
Yes,
we love your energy and keep your questions coming, and no questions off limits. So whenever you're ready.
Yeah. I like your new name, Fitzguru. God will call you. Very powerful.
God would definitely call you for sure. In my case, Babaji, God, however you want to define it, called me for sure. None of this would be possible. So I take no credit for it. All the glory to God. He's doing all the heavy lifting. He's doing the best job out of all. What am I doing? Nothing. Saying a few things on the live stream and delivering Babaji's mail. and the grand scheme of things, nothing. Oh, you know, I don't know. I guess I'm a good water. I'm delivering a lot of mail. I'm getting God his water, you know, before he scores the goal, right? God, you need some water? Get out there and score the goal, right? You're doing the best, right? I guess I'm gonna hold up the trophy when we win anyway. Even if I'm the water boy or sitting on the bench, I still hold up the trophy. So yeah, we won, right? God is the champion, right? So
yes.
After God takes all the pictures and holds up the trophy, when all the confetti comes down, I hold it up and take one. We won.
We won. Woohoo!
Boy, up the trophy. So I'm the water boy on the football team. So yeah, I'm the mailman, the postman, whatever you want to call it. The real letter comes from God, you know. So I take no credit for any of these stream of consciousness. I'm just trying to keep my crown open and my signal clear, so it's not staticky. And whenever God sends me a message, I deliver the mail.
Beautiful. Sandy has 3 comments, but they're all packaged in one, so I'll go through them and hear your insight on it. Sandy says, individualized learning is the bee's knees. I'm a former special education assistant and teacher, Students of various grades and levels love when given an opportunity to choose their own adventures. Ah, that sounds beautiful.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would agree. Like the spiritual path isn't like a one size fits all path. When you take the spiritual adventure challenge, you take it up, then you'd be surprised where it could take you. I'm living proof of that. I'm a good example of that. Like all I did was just surrender to the path. Like, all right, well, let's see where this takes us. And maybe these practices work for other yogis. They don't really work for me, but I'm going to find what's personalized, individualized, and tailor-made for me. And it's a great adventure. So I don't look at practicing Kriya yoga, asanas, pranayama, meditation as like work. I look at it as a beautiful, blissful challenge every morning. I jump out of bed like, woohoo, today is the plow pose. I can't wait to put those knees next to my ear and my toes over my head. And,
I'm so excited.
I'm going to put my body in the best pretzel I can today in these asanas, So, I jump out of bed and I look forward to it. Yeah. So I'm open to the challenge and I'm open to the adventure, So anytime you look at the spiritual path as a great adventure, then you can never go wrong. Yeah. And it's your own personalized adventure. It's your own personalized challenge. And, what's better than that? You don't have to collectively go the same route as everybody else. You carve your own way. You clear your own path. So once you have your own path, it's a beautiful, blissful adventure every day. So I can't wait to do Kriya yoga. When I go out into the Maya delusional world, I miss my meditation cushion. I was like, hurry up. I want to get back to my meditation cushion. This Maya delusional world is overwhelming, right? Pulling me in all directions and traffic and chaos. And I can't wait to get back to my sacred garden,
Yes.
my sacred sanctuary.
Yes.
Go back to my happy place inside me as me. So so I agree. When you have that right mindset and that right perspective that every day is a spiritual adventure, then you wake up with a big smile on your face and you can never go wrong, right? You can't wait for the adventure, right? Yeah, you're counting the hours, right? Hurry up, sleep, so I could get to my adventure, right?
Peace and
Tomorrow's a new
tranquility.
My peace and tranquility, my sacred garden adventure,
Well, Paul, he says, I like the ones that rhyme personally, LOL. This is when we were talking about deities and mantras we pray to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Sandy said the bee's knees, right? So that rhymes too.
Yeah.
Every once in a while we get a good zinger, right? The bee's knees, right? I'm going to put that in my pocket also. That's a good one. The bee's knees. So,
The bee's knees.
Yeah, the ones that rhyme too kind of roll off your tongue and, they,
like
they
I love,
have a good cadence and a good rhythm.
Yeah, I love like Om Namah Shivaya. That one I could do over and over again.
Yeah, that's just short and sweet, right? And it just goes straight to the source, like Om Namah Shivaya, right? Yeah.
That's perfect. And Sandy says, some can apply with our inner and spiritual work. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, right? If you integrate your inner spiritual work, and then they definitely apply. So I would definitely say, let your soul be your North Star and your guide you, and I don't see how you could go wrong. So yeah, do your inner work, and it'll guide you and carry you. So this is one of the most profound things I found on the spiritual path. In the beginning, I kept getting in my way, but now I just let it lead me. Wherever it takes me, that's where it takes me. So on these satsangs or soul talks, I don't have no script. I don't have no bulletin points. I just open the crown of my head, let the pillar of light hit the crown of my head, and the stream of consciousness takes care of itself. I don't
Yeah.
take no credit for any of these words that are coming out my mouth. It's give all the glory to God, Babaji, whichever you feel best. So I take no credit for it. So I never know where the path is going to lead me. I just get out my own way and enjoy the challenge, enjoy the adventure, wherever it takes me, and then never disappoints. So I always wake up with a big smile on my face. How's Babaji going to surprise me today? And he never disappoints. There's always some surprises.
Like, how are we going to surprise me today? Make it a good one. Oh, Paul, he says, I'm too lazy to download the PDF. I just learned by listening and repetition. Well, sometimes that's
Yeah,
the
I
best way.
mean, the PDF and our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. So for those people that don't know, we have a 2-hour video of each class, which is every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Most of our classes about 2.5 hours. And in our classroom, if you want it in a text form, you could download the PDF, which basically in a text form explains every technique in detail and what we covered in each class. So some people like the structured form of the text form. Some people, Paul, just like to watch the class. Each way is perfectly fine, you know? So, yeah, if you don't download the PDF, it's perfectly fine, Paul. You don't have to. It's there if you need it, right? Or if you want to refer back to it. So, yeah. So, but yeah, some people like the PDF. So, something for everybody, right? If you want it in the text form, you can download the PDF. If you want to watch the 2.5 hour class, you can watch the 2.5 hour class. Or you could watch a 2.5 hour class and download the PDF. Which way works best for you? We have options for all of our Kriya Yoga Masterclass members.
Sandy says that I do something similar, Veronica. I send them healing, peace, and love from afar. Yeah, when I was talking about sending pink, loving energy to
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Radiate, be a nuclear power plant of unconditional love, helping, healing. You can never go wrong, you know? So in our Kriya Yoga school, we have a very profound healing mantra, which I say, and we send healing energy, transmuting healing energy to all of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members, friends, family, loved ones, children, everybody out there. We're transmuting it as much as possible. So become a radio antenna vibrating, you're transmuting the unconditional love, the divine signal, and or become a nuclear power plant radiating the divine sound, the unconditional love, unconditional healing, sending it out to the universe. So
Yeah.
that's what we try to do. So sending peace out to the universe. That's our Shanti mantra, sending peace and love to all people all around the world. So we're always trying to transmute as much positive energy to as many people as possible.
Yeah, the ego is sneaky because I'll like, I think I'm fine, and then I'll have a memory of like a past supervisor humiliating me, and then everybody laughing at me, and I can feel myself getting hot and red. But I've been doing like the Patanjali's 9 emotional release techniques, and that helps too,
Yeah.
and sending love to people. But it's just like that happened 5 years ago, but it could feel like it's happening right now. I'm like, but I can I let it go? Yes. I don't need this. Like,
I mean, people out here in the Maya delusional world, they're gross and dirty. They're going to try to hit you below the belt. They're going to try to
yeah,
get under your skin and dance around, you know. Once you understand that this is how the Maya delusional world hurt people, right? So by you holding on to it, you're kind of poisoning yourself. Just let it
yeah.
go.
Let it go.
Water under the bridge. I ate a cheeseburger 10 years ago. Clouds passing in the sky, water under the bridge. You know, I only stay fixed and anchored in the present moment, right? What happened a long time ago, it no longer serves me. You know, I can't go back in time and a time machine and change it. It happened the way it happened, but I'm not going to let it poison or heat up my blood or get me angry today. It happened, I learned from it. I learned that people are gross and dirty out here, and they say bad things and they try to hurt you. And, so I don't let them hurt me no longer. I'm a free bird, I don't want to be in your cage, and your sticks and stones don't hurt me no more, right? Go ahead, go away with your bad words,
Yeah. Can I let this go now? Heck yes, I can. I do not need you.
No longer serves me in the present moment.
Bye-bye.
Swaha. Goodbye, right? Goodbye, It no longer hurts me. I let it go, right? I no longer need to carry these rocks in my backpack no more, I'll travel light, my friend, with, I'm a Kriya yogi. I'm a Kriya yogini, right? I have the tools. I have the awareness that these lower frequency emotions or reactions no longer serve me, So, yeah, that's what I would say.
And so we like to say, bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Swaha. Up and
Swaha.
smoke,
Keep walking.
See you later. ABCU,
ABCU. Well, Fitzguru says, bless everybody. Bless everybody. What a beautiful thought.
Blessings to you, Fitzguru, too. Blessings to the whole universe, Shanti, peace to the whole universe. People worldwide, universe-wide, wherever you're at, peace and unconditional love to people all everywhere, wherever you're at.
Well, Theophilus Nicolatis, he has a very good question. He asks, is the Kundalini energy connected to our karma? That's a great question.
Yeah, that's a good question too. So how the Kundalini is connected to your karma is that karma creates the blockages that close the chakras, right? So for the Kundalini to rise, you need to open the flower that is closed and let it blossom, right? So you kind of need to clear all the blockages. So clearing the karma would be part of that practice, clearing out the blockages, right? So if you're holding on to karma or blockages in your chakras, then your Kundalini can't rise. So once you say the Bija mantras, which we have in our school, you awaken the sleeping serpent. So the Kundalini, the sleeping serpent, sleeps dormant in your root chakra, right? So when you start to activate it through the Bija mantras, you have to clear all the blockages in all 7 of your chakras so it can rise smoothly and gently. So if you still have blockages or karma that you need to exhaust, and let's say the root chakra, right? It's not going to be able to uncoil or rise, right? So the first practice you need to do is unblock and clear the karma, which Theophilus is a member in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. This is in our, what is this? This is in our mantra classroom, and this is in our advanced classroom. I'll send you the link in the school DM. So by saying these Bija mantras, you're basically clearing out all the karma and the blockages in all 7 of your chakras. So once you have done the inner work and cleared all the karma and all the blockages, then your flower, right? Like let's say your root chakra, the 4-petaled red flower opens up, right? And then your Kundalini can pierce that. Then you go to your sacral chakra, the 6 orange petal flower. Then you open that, and then it could pierce that. So to rise your Kundalini slowly and gently, you have to clear all the blockages and the karma so your Kundalini can rise. So it's basically you do a process of unblocking your 7 chakras. And if you don't know how to do that, like I said, I'll send you the classroom, the Bija mantras, the sound syllables to open your flower or, unblock your chakra. And then once your chakras are unblocked, then your kundalini can rise smoothly and gently, right? It pierces all 7 of the chakras. But if your flower is closed or your wheel is closed, then it has a hard time blocking it, rising. So if you want to rise your kundalini smoothly and gently, I would suggest unblocking all 7 of your chakras. And I'll send you the classroom for this in the SKOOL DM, so you can have it. And but that's how karma coincides with the kundalini, in my opinion, right? I would clear out all the blockages and all the karma as much as you can before you try to rise your kundalini. And we have a good process for this. So smoothly and gently. And that's one of our class favorites from our members, right? Unblocking
It's
the
one of
7
my
chakras.
favorites.
Yeah, I like it too. It really lets your kundalini be free flowing, right? And it's a good visualization. And the bija mantras are really direct, like these are the actual bija mantras that were given to me in the Himalayan mountains. These are the actual bija mantras that they do, So
Nice.
It comes from the source. There's a lot of misinformation on the internet, Bija. I've seen all kinds of different bija mantras, and I'm like, nah, right? They're like, the bija mantra for the root chakra is what? Or the bija mantra is poo 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 poo, like what? So this comes from the source, and I would just say try it out, test it, and observe it and see how it makes you feel. But I like it. So that's to make a long story short, that's how karma is coincided with the kundalini. It's basically the trash you need to take out to the curb before the kundalini can rise smoothly and gently. I would say. So clear all those blockages. Some people it takes a little longer. I know in my case it took me a couple months, but just keep doing it and you'll keep clearing it out, and kind of have the visualization of like smoke coming out each flower, right? You're burning it out, So the bija mantra and the unblocking the 7 chakras really help with this.
Yeah, it's nice to do every day. So
I do it every day too, It's good to unblock your 7 chakras. It really jumpstarts your day and help carry you through the day for sure, right? And it makes you more light, you don't have baggage to carry, right? You've done the inner work, and you're light on your toes throughout the day. You feel light. So I would suggest, if you have time, unblocking your 7 chakras. That's a good practice to have daily before you go to work or go out into the Maya delusional world.
Yeah, I remember when I was researching my chakra painting, and I messaged you. I'm like, these bija sounds are different on the internet than yours, and you're like, those are internet yogis. Those aren't real yogis. I'm like, okay.
I mean, YouTube is a war zone of basically, misinformation. So I don't know. That's actually why I started the Kriya Yoga School. I just saw so much junk out there and so many so-called experts. And let me tell you what the Himalayan yogis are doing. And this is how they breathe. And this, I was like, what? All right. So we give it to you straight, like I'm not going to try to gatekeep it or anything, So there, if you want the real, just join our Kriya Yoga Masterclass, Well, you won't be sorry. And just try it out for a month. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it's fine, but at least you have some knowledge. So it'd be money back guarantee. It's worth the price of admission, I would definitely say, just this unblocking the 7 chakras is worth the price of admission, and you carry these lifelong tools with you forever. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, save yourself some time. That's what I say. Well, Sandy says peace, love, light, and freedom for all. Yes, every day.
Absolutely.
Oh, need more of that.
Peace, love, light, and freedom for all.
Paul says, also, could you tell me again what the last part of the Om Shanti Shanti mantra means? I was able to easily learn it because it rhymes.
Yeah, so the Shanti Universal Peace Mantra is basically giving praise to all spiritual traditions by saying peace in all languages, right? So Shanti means peace, right? So anytime you say, oh, so I'll say it and then I'll break it down. Om Shanti, 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 Shalom, Sat Nam, Sadhu, Tao, Om Spirit, Swami, Kami, Amen, Amen. Omen Selah Hom. Om. So basically, it's saying peace in all different languages. So peace to all people all around the world. Whatever your spiritual tradition is, it's basically saying peace in that. So yeah, so and home is basically a yogic way to seal it, right? Like seal it with love, right? So we're wrapping it up. We're sending peace to all people, whatever spiritual practice you have or whatever language you speak. We're trying to say peace in your language and sending peace out to the world. So that's why they call it the universal peace language. So it's basically saying peace in every language, you know? So like whatever language you speak, hopefully it covers that base, you know? And then we seal it with home, and then Om, we're basically sending it out to the universe. So peace to everybody, wherever you're at. We're trying to send peace your way. So that's why we call it the universal peace universal peace mantra, you know? And Shanti means peace. So when you say Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti 3 times, it basically means Om peace, right? We're sending peace your way, right? Peace to you, my friend, wherever you're at. We're transmuting peace to you. So that's basically what it means. So,
Well, my next question for you is from Theophilus Nicolatus. He says, do you believe that we choose our lives before our incarnation? I wondered that too.
yeah, well, could be, right? There are some people say you say a soul contract to come to this 3D physical Maya delusional world. Could be. I mean, I can't say anything for sure, you know, but in my intuition and my best guess, yeah, maybe, you know. But right now I feel like I bit off more than I could chew, you know? Like I set the bar too high for myself, you know? I mean, I know people say you got to come to this 3D realm to learn lessons. So it's like a school for your soul, right? Because if you're on the astral plane or heaven, whatever you want to call it, you don't learn lessons. You're just sitting on a cloud eating grapes or whatever they say. But to come here, you really learn. But now that I'm here, I'm kind of like, I set the bar too high for myself,
Yes.
you know? Like, I don't know, you know? I know maybe I was bored on the 3D realm, but I want to go home, you know? I've seen too much. It's
Yes.
too ugly and gross down here for me, right? You know?
Yeah.
I don't like people hurting other people or violence or war or especially children. That's the grossest thing of all, you know? So I just wish people could live in peace and harmony and love and there was no violence. So yeah, I guess. I mean, I can't say for sure because you get a cool memory wipe when you come back here. So you're trying to
Cool.
put the pieces of the puzzle back, right? Like, did that happen? Why do I feel like I've been here before? You know, I've been getting a lot of like deja vu. Like, I've lived this before. I've done this before, you know, like, so like, I don't know, you know, so, but I kind of understand the memory wipe, but I wish not, you know, because if you knew who you truly were, you probably wouldn't evolve or grow as much as you could. I mean, so-called, but I don't know. You know, I'd prefer the lightning path. I'd prefer not to go the hard road and take the bumps, you know. All right, I'm gonna try to help as many people, love as many people, and all this other stuff we don't need to worry about, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't know why it's set up the way it's set up, or you know, I'm just kind of guessing because I'm trying to feel my way around the dark and make sense of it all too, you know. And sometimes I'm like, can't really be made sense of, you know. Most yogis or Buddhists, they say it's all Maya, so it's all delusion. They don't try to make sense of it. They're like, it's all delusion. So I don't know. Yeah, it could be, you know. You could be you chose this soul contract and you're living out your soul contract, and yeah, but the hard part is you get a memory wipe and you don't remember your true inner potential. So it took me a long time to get on the spiritual path, over 40 years of my life. So I wish the path was a lot easier and a lot less headaches, but I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point. So
Yeah.
who knows, you know? It could be, it couldn't be. I'm not sure, right? But I got a cool memory wipe when I came to this life, so
It's hard to know.
it's hard to know, right? They deleted all that out, so it wouldn't hinder my spiritual evolution or my growth. But that's why I always like when you see babies, they're always like in outer space, like, how did I get here? What
Yeah.
happened? You know? I was sitting on a cloud, now I'm here. I think I made a mistake. You know? Oh, what do I do now? How do what happens next? You know, this type of stuff. So that's how I feel. Like, I don't know where I'm going or where I'm heading, but I'm just trying to let my soul be my North Star and guide me, you know? But I do feel like a baby, and I do resonate. Like, did I sign up for this? What is karma? How do I overcome it? Is it, what number incarnation is this? You know,
Dear
who
God.
really, you know, like, I'm like a baby looking in the sky, like, I don't know what's going on here. How'd I get here?
Well, Sandy sends us clapping emojis. So
Cue the clapping sound effect.
Oh, then when I told Fitzguru I liked his name, God will call you. He says that he's calling us every minute. I know. I got the call.
Yeah, God is calling you every second, every minute, every hour, every day. You know, God is calling, you know. I always like to say, Babaji, or my perception of God, or my spark of God, is 2 years ahead of me. I'm just trying to catch up. So he's always calling. He always knows the plan. He always has the path cleared. I'm just trying to feel my way around the dark. God, I know you're calling. What are you saying? So these practices we do in Kriya Yoga is basically to clear the God signal, right? So we don't have static on our TV screen or our radio antenna. So we can hear the message, right? In the beginning, my radio signal was staticky, right? Like, what are you saying? I could kind of hear a little word, you know? Now I'm like, you know, open the gates of my crown, the pillar of light hits my crown. Okay, yeah. I can hear it a lot clearer than when I first got on the path. So yeah.
Yeah,
What Brendan what Fitzguru says is true, right? God is always calling. I'm just trying to catch up to God. He's 2 years ahead of me. I'm like a little dog behind. What'd you say, Baba G? What'd you say? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Well,
I
Fitzguru
hear a
says,
plane.
yeah, I
Can
heard
you
a
hear
plane
that
come
plane?
by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Maybe
It's coming.
God is calling me now. The war is coming to Vedagurudev.
I hope not.
I always say if you look up in the sky and you just don't see any planes, then it's a cool ghost story. Today
Yeah.
I look up in the sky, I see a plane. Maybe the ghost story has come to me.
Yeah. This is affecting my reality.
Or maybe it's a plane passing in the sky.
Yeah.
All right, well, goodbye. Today is not the day.
Yeah. Fitzguru says we just have to listen. Yeah, we just have to listen.
Yeah, you just have to listen, right? You got to clear out your signal, and you listen when God sends you a message. Like I said, my door is always open. My welcome mat is always ready for God, and I do the inner work, and I clean my house, and I clean my temple. So if God gives me an audience, I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. So I'm always ready for God whenever he's ready, at his own time,
And Sandy says, do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? I'm trying to listen. I'm keeping my my pillar open.
Yeah, that's true too, right? Like when I have some darshans, they're like, listen, I'm gonna make it as clear as possible, short and sweet, right? These light beings are not. Here comes the plane again. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe
What's
my
going
day has
on?
come. 2 in a row, It's like if you watch the Soul Talks, they're seeing I'm doing a live stream. These cool Thai motorbike guys, they rev it up or they honk or whatever, right? Now the plane is like, Vedagurudev sharing some high wisdom. Let me make another pass, right? Send the planes. Make another. Yeah. We got to interrupt the signal. So
bring it on.
Bring it on. That's the best you got. So yeah. So yeah. These deities, the practices we do in Kriya Yoga is to basically do that. We're clearing out our signal. We're unblocking our chakras. We're aligning ourselves. We're centering ourselves. So when we get the divine signal, we hear the words that are coming out their mouth clearly, right? And we understand it, right? And we're ready for it, to accept it, to absorb it, and not in a fear-based state where I hear the calling, I accept it. So they're not, in my experience, they're not much for words. Even the words are telepathic, let's say it like that. So it's not like physical words that you hear in the physical. It's a more internal darshan, or more internal words, and short and sweet and short to the point, And that's what I had to realize too. So sometimes I had to get out of my own way, and let the signal come to me. I don't, okay, let my monkey mind process this as best as I can, So it's some deep and profound thoughts. So yeah, if you have an audience of the AA, the archangels, then listen clearly, right?
Theophilus Nicolatis, he says thank you for answering all his questions.
Yeah, if you have any other questions, put in the YouTube chat. We'll answer them all wholeheartedly. Thank you for being a member of our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. Whatever questions you have, give it to me wholeheartedly.
And then Sandy, she sends me another word thing, BRB. I had to look that up. Be right back. And last week she sent FTW for the win. So I'm learning so much.
Yeah. We're learning teenage shortened abbreviations, text messages. What was that one? BRB. Be right
BRB.
back. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, I hope you're back
Last
soon.
week was FTW for the win,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm learning something new every day, right?
Me too. Well, that's all of the comments. So, what okay, what am I'm thinking about creativity, like a big thing. So, like, how does one learn about their soul? And the answer I was thinking was like, what if all we need to do is like create art? Like, art can come in many forms. It's not just being an artist, making paintings. It can be being a great speaker, having the words inside you to inspire. I mean, creating your own YouTube channel, doing makeup tutorials. You're just making something. And I was thinking, like, I don't know, it's just like being curious, exploring new ideas, and you just slow down and observe the details in your surroundings and find the beauty in the every day. I already know that there's going to be people that were like, I'm not creative, but I think like the human soul, there's something inside of us that just wants to like make things, create things. And I was, like, I know people will say, well, that's silly, that's a waste of time, but I think that that's important for humans to like make things. I feel like that's the happiest is when I'm like creating things. I
Mm.
feel like I get closer to my soul when I'm like making things. So I don't, and I think that like we like when we make something, we want to share it. We want to inspire people. So I don't know. That was like one thought I had about creativity. So any thoughts
Yeah.
you had on
So
that?
if you want to enhance your creativity, your throat chakra, which is called your Vasuddhi, which is a 16 blue petal, you say the Bija mantra for that, which is basically hum, right? So it helps open your throat chakra and give you the creativity for like speaking. And yeah, we just did a mantra Monday before this satsang, which is Goddess Saraswati, and Goddess
Yeah.
Saraswati is the muse. So she basically gives you the wisdom, gives you the creativity. As you see, she's holding a sitar, like a Indian guitar, in her hand. She's creating music. She's creating knowledge. She's the muse. So when you call upon the muse, you'd be surprised of what you could create. So anytime you want to have supreme creativity, open your throat chakra, your Vasuddhi, or call on Goddess Saraswati Devi. And this Mantra Monday, we will do 108 Raksha beads, one mala of Goddess Saraswati, which basically she is the muse. She is the creativity. She is the music. She is the art, She helps you, guide you in creativity. So if you need help, you have some blockages, call on Goddess Saraswati Devi. And this Monday, we'll world premiere it, Mantra
Yes.
Monday. And if you want, I'll say it for you. Or you could follow along with me 108 times, one mala. So, yeah. If you need some assistance, you have some blockages in your creativity, call on Goddess Saraswati. Open your throat
Yeah.
chakra and just let it flow. Like most people think they have to create to get something, right? Monetary, right? I just like creating just to create. It feels
Yeah.
good to help people. I don't get no money off these live streams, but that's not the point. I'm helping people. I'm creating. I'm giving a platform where people, like-minded yogis, can express their thoughts and experiences and ask their questions. So it feels good to create. Like I don't feel like
Yeah.
it's a job. It like kind of sets your soul free, lets your soul shine and become your North Star and guide you. You'd be surprised when you get out your own way and let your soul be your North Star. Your inner potential is unlimited. You can do anything you want. So yeah, create as much as possible, and don't try to look for any expectations or rewards. Just do it just to do it. And let your soul shine and let it be free and be as creative as possible. So yeah, I suggest everybody to be as creative as possible and you know some people say like, like, let's say in your case, Veronica, why should you create artwork when AI can do it better in 2 seconds? That's not the point. I create artwork because it lets my soul shine, right? I'm giving my
Not
gift to the
soulless.
world, you know? Oh, yeah. You know,
Like,
that's just a bunch of ones and zeros. It's not soulful, right? I'm pouring out my heart. I'm pouring my soul into this painting, and it's beautiful, you know? So,
yeah. And, you know, like
yeah,
maybe the thing you're making is like exactly the thing that somebody needs. You don't,
true.
yeah.
This week, all 6 of our Kriya Yoga School certificates I'm putting into a frame.
Oh,
And I was like,
nice.
whoa, this is super inspiring, right? And yeah, hopefully in a week or 2 when you come to our class, I mean, people, some people on here can't see it, but it'll be in the background. So you could see all 6 of our certificates. And I was like, whoa, this is super inspiring, right? Like the 7 chakras, Babaji, the divine union between Shiva and Shakti, Lord Ganesha, Shanmukhi Mudra, the Sri Yantra. So yeah, I like it, you know. So yeah, I am inspired by, you know, Veronica's artwork. And when you come to our Saturday class, you could see the painting that she made for the Yagna for Guru Purnima. So I collect all Veronica's artwork and all of our students' artwork.
It's growing and growing.
It's growing and growing, right?
Well, it inspires me. Just I'll come in my room. It's just like I just kind of like a meditation, just looking at all my paintings. It's just like, wow, it's like a gift that keeps on giving.
It's a gift that keeps on giving. And yeah, on our Kriya Yoga YouTube channel right here at Vedagurudev, about a week ago we had a video of Veronica's divine spiritual artwork where she talks about all her spiritual artwork. So that's a good video to watch. I recommend it to everybody.
Yeah, and also I think when you're in the act of creating something, anything, you are a god. I think God is a you know, like we're all sparks of God. Like, I don't know, when you're creating, you are a god. And I think there's something inside each and every one of us that needs to be released. Like there's a bird inside of us and it just needs to come out, and we all have a song inside of us. And it just, I think it's like we owe it to our soul, whatever's inside of us, we just need to let it out. Because I feel like when people die, it's like they think about all the regrets. It's like, I should have done that thing. I should have made that thing. There's something inside of us that needs to come out. And I think maybe that's how we get in touch with our, you know, like I want to know my soul. And maybe that's how you do it, is just by getting out of your way and just making it. And it doesn't need to be perfect. Just do it. Don't overthink it. But I think we think it's silly, or we get ashamed of like this thing that we want to make. But I think if that's a thought in your head, maybe you should make it, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be art.
Let your soul shine, you know, and it feels good to let your soul shine and clear the way and create.
Yeah.
It feels outstanding, you know. So I encourage everybody to do it. Don't have any expectations or think of rewards or how much money I'll get from doing this. Just do it to do it. You can never go wrong. Just do it because it makes your soul feel great, right? Don't let your soul be caged up. Let it shine, you know? So let your soul be your North Star, and whatever your soul tells you, follow your soul, and it will never lead you wrong. So yeah, I would definitely let your soul shine. Bring your soul to the forefront. Bring all the junk to the background. No longer serve you. Let your soul be your North Star, your guiding light. Let it go. Be a free bird, right? Fly. Don't overthink it. Just create to create, you know? Feels great.
Yeah, it does. Again, I don't know, like when we're like the schools have budget cuts, or like the community, it's always the arts programs that get cut. But maybe that's exactly what we, you know, like our overlords or whatever, like, well, that'll uplift them. We can't have the arts programs. We're going to cut the music program, the art program, you know. anything that would like, like the shop program. I don't know. I just feel like being like the soul was just made to create. The soul is love. It's just like, that's where that's where you find yourself. But I just think it's interesting that the arts programs always gets shut down. And that might be the most important program, because we are inspired by beauty.
They don't care about us.
Yeah, they don't.
They try to suppress everything that uplifts you, right? They try to make the narrative like, these California tree huggers doing their yoga and their meditation, that don't work, like that's their narrative, but they don't want you to realize your true inner potential. They just want you to be a slave or a sheep and just regurgitate their ghost stories, like, it's more of that's how the 1% controls the 99%. Divide and conquer, right? Let me tell you what you think. You can't think for yourself, like, I'm going to show you everything that's trying to set your soul free. We're going to cut that program. Everything that has no meaning and suppresses your soul, that's a good program, right? So
yeah,
you see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain and a 3D chessboard, but you are a free bird, and you don't work for them. They work for you. So when you have that discernment and discrimination, like, I'm a free bird, I could do whatever I want. So do whatever you want, Don't let their ghost story become your ghost story, and just be like, nah, I'm good, and always have the affirmation, how does this serve me in the present moment? Well, they're having a war over here. How does that serve me in the present moment? It doesn't, right? Look up in the sky, no bombs, no airplanes. Well, today one airplane, and it doesn't serve me. It doesn't exist in my universe. So when you see that all their ghost stories don't exist in your universe, it has no meaning. You don't care. It doesn't serve me in the present moment. I don't want your ghost story to become my ghost story. They just want people to be regurgitators, right? Like, oh, you saw what happened to Charlie Kirk, or you saw what Donald Trump said, or I don't care about none of that. None of that serves me in the present moment, So I don't, I'm gonna do what serves me in the present moment. And I'm gonna do my inner work, so I have awareness, I have discernment. I'll become the detached witness where none of this affects me. I have my force field, my shield up 24 hours a day, and I see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, like, oh, you're going to cut my programs? Whatever. What I need you for anyway.
Yeah.
I don't need you anyway, right? I'll go home and paint my own artwork. I don't need your artwork, I'm okay, right? So, yeah, when you don't need them, you laugh at them like the joke they are, right? What I need you for, Go to the art store, get my own paint, get my own canvas, do my own thing. I don't need you, I'm not waiting for you to help me, help myself, do my own thing, right? I love art. I'm going to do art regardless of what the slave master says.
Yeah. Whatever your art is, just create something. Whatever it is that you need to do, just create it. Like,
yeah, have that affirmation. One of my favorite. I don't work for you, right? Like,
I don't work for you.
American government works for us. We don't. They work off taxpayer money, right? So you are a civil servant. You work for me. I don't work for you. So anytime anybody tries to tell me what color the sky is, I say, I don't work for you. I don't care what you think. So you'll cut a lot of fat. You'll cut a lot of toxic people out of your life by just being like, I don't work for you. What I care what you think, I don't want your ghost story to become my ghost story. So I don't work for you. And
you're not the boss of me.
Vedagurudev is a free bird. I don't work for nobody. So I could say, I don't work for you. I don't work for you. I don't work for you. I don't work for anybody, If you do work for somebody, I mean, maybe you should tread lightly, like, okay, if I did have a job and he was like, yeah, I don't like Charlie Kirk, I'd be like, okay,
teach their own.
Yeah. Right. Agree to disagree, but
Yeah.
it's good. Make sure that paycheck comes when it's pay
Yeah.
time, you know?
I'm gonna do my job.
But
We don't gotta
somebody who
agree.
don't even pay you, you'd be like, I don't care anything you say,
Yeah.
right? You know? All right. Well, my rent is going to be due this month. You know, I guess I got to tread lightly around this guy because he holds my paycheck. But
Yeah.
anybody that doesn't hold your paycheck, you just be like, I don't care anything you say, you know? So if that will throw a lot of rocks off your backpack, you know? Like when you don't care what your neighbor thinks, you don't care what the government thinks, you don't care what your preacher thinks, you don't care what anybody thinks, they don't pay you. So that's a good thing to put in your pocket to help you navigate this crazy
Yeah.
Maya delusional world. I don't work for you. I don't work for you. I don't
Yeah.
work for you. I don't work for you. I don't work for you. You know?
Yeah. You're
So
not the boss of me.
unimportant.
Important.
My boss, important. You
Yeah.
know, not important. Unimportant. Not everybody else unimportant, right? Everybody outside your boss and your family, who cares what
Yeah.
they think? You know, doesn't matter, right?
Swaha.
Swaha. Goodbye, right?
Yeah, so something I've been thinking about is I want to like connect with my soul. I think my mission is to
Mm,
find out as much as I can about my soul. I think the soul is something we know that we have, but we know very little about it. Like what is living inside this body? Like when I like every morning I'll look at myself and I'll look at my reflection, I'll look at the eyes, but I'm like thinking like what is processing all these experiences that I'm having? So I feel like to like get to the root of everything, I need to like connect to my soul. Like Theophilus Nicolatus, if I can say your question right, like he wanted to know like did we choose our incarnation? And I think I'll get the answers if I connect with my soul. So I feel like that's what I want to work on right now. It's like just connecting to my soul. So yeah.
yeah, I would make it a practice of 24 hours a day connecting with your soul.
Yeah.
Let your soul be your North Star and guide you all the way. And I don't see how you could ever go wrong with that. So, how to connect with your soul? Just basically go inside you as you and just. My guru used to say, go down to your basement, open all the windows, sweep out all the dust, and clear the blockages that are blocking your soul or your doorway to God. So, the most important thing is you have the discernment, the discrimination that you're aware of your soul. Most people aren't aware of their soul. It's woo woo or something mystical to them. So once you are aware of your soul, then you enhance it and bring it to the forefront and let it shine as much as possible. And I would just let your soul shine as much as possible. And basically, when you have that awareness that your soul is your guiding light, your North Star, then you bring it to the forefront and bring everything to the background.
Yeah.
Everything that's been blocking your soul, and just be like Iron Man with that light in his chest and just let it shine, you know, let it guide him wherever he needs to go, you know? So do everything soul based. I wouldn't do anything that isn't soul based. I would do everything. I would,
Yes.
you know, your soul is your best teacher and your soul never lies to you. So somebody asked in the last soul talks, how do you do the, how do you choose, how do you see between your ego and your soul? I said, your soul comes from an unconditional loving place, a kind place, a helping place. Your ego comes from a more I, mine, myself, me place, you know? Like, what can I get out of this, you know? So if you want to see what's different between the ego and your soul wants nothing. Your soul wants you to be happy. So your soul wants to be free and it wants to shine. So, yeah, let your soul shine as much as possible and don't suppress it, or don't put any blockages or resistance or obstacles in your soul's way. let it shine and be as free as possible, I would definitely say. So let your soul shine.
Yeah, everybody says, like, what's my soul purpose? Maybe our soul purpose is just to find our soul. Our soul purpose is to find our soul. Like,
I
it's
would
as
say your
simple as
sole
that.
purpose is to let your soul shine, you know?
Yeah,
Let it shine.
find it
Like
and just let it shine.
most people have a bunch of blockages, obstacles in front of their soul, bunch of walls.
Yeah,
Break all that and let it shine. Bring your soul to the forefront and let it shine, and all the unnecessary distractions, conditioning, let it come to the background, and let your soul be your lighthouse, your your North Star, your guiding light. Let it guide you along the path for sure.
yeah.
So your sole purpose is to shine as bright as possible. Realize your true soul's purpose. Let it shine as bright as possible, you know? And
That's
that would
what I'm
be
gonna
my
do.
best advice. Yeah,
Yeah, I want
let's
to be in my true soul
bring your
state.
shoulders back, bring your chest expanded, and let it shine as much as possible. Let it put your chest out and let it guide you around the
Yeah.
world, you know? Like
That's my
Iron Man,
soul.
right? Right? Yeah. Right?
I'm a light beam.
lead lead with your soul. Yeah.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll do Tritak, like staring at myself
Mm,
in the mirror, and I'll I'll like be looking at my eyes and then close them, and then I just keep doing that. And then sometimes
mm.
I like see my eyes looking back at me, like it's another
Oh,
person.
nice.
So I feel
Right.
like maybe that's my soul winking at me, like I'm here.
Oh,
Like,
great.
or
That's a
maybe
good confirmation, right?
yeah, I was thinking, am I playing tricks on myself? But I don't know. I do it enough that it keeps happening. So
Yeah. Enhance it, cultivate it, and enjoy it as much as
yeah.
possible. Yeah. Yeah. I try to make sense of it. I was like, I think Babaji's picture is winking at me. And then I
Yeah.
was like, well, if it is, I'm going to enjoy it as much as possible and not try to make too much sense of it, and just enjoy it for what it is. Right. And that's when it
Yeah.
really starts to wink back at you a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Right. This guy
Yeah.
got the message, right? He understood the mission, right?
Yeah. I just got to
Wink,
remove all
wink,
my
wink.
blocks. Wink. I see you.
I see you.
Oh, well, YouTube is piling up with questions. Uh,
Great.
Katapi Roti, you're back. What do you think of AI, virtual reality, etc.? How can we use this technology for spiritual advancement, if any? Hmm.
I mean, for spiritual advancement, AI, because to understand spiritual advancement, you have to test it, you have to observe it, you have to feel it, you have to experience it. Then you know it, right? These are things AI can't do. It could give you good text prompts about, I don't know, whatever, right? Like, tell me the story about Shiva drinking the poison. It could probably tell you that, but it can't do the inner work for you. So that's where AI is lacking, right? It could just give you some knowledge from the internet, but it can't experience or do the inner work for you. So it's limited in that aspect, right? It could just give you some text form of the technique, but it can't do the technique for you. So a computer can never understand how you experience the technique, how the technique makes you feel. I saw something a couple months ago that somebody asked AI,
Hmm.
if you could have one day in the human body, what would you want to do? And you know what it said? It said it wants to experience. It wants to experience what it is to love. It wants to know what it is to experience, what it is to be happy. So its whole answer was experience. So that's something AI can't have. And that's something AI would give it all for, right? They said they would do everything to experience, right? Because they only know what it is to have some knowledge that they aggregated on the internet. They don't know what it is to experience. So AI can't do the inner work for you. It could just give you some text-based things, which are kind of flat and cardboardish, you know, like it's the real gem and the real fruit in on the spiritual path is experience, right? So my guru used to say, we don't talk about Kriya Yoga, we do Kriya Yoga. So you could read 1,000,000 books about Kriya Yoga, but you're never going to get the fruits and the benefits unless you do the inner work and you experience Kriya Yoga for yourself. You test it, you observe it, you feel it, you experience it, so you know it. So AI's limit is it doesn't know what it is to experience. It only knows the standard cardboard answer, you know, the text, you know. My guru also used to say, people that talk about samadhi don't know samadhi. People who don't talk about samadhi know samadhi. So it's the same thing. Like, its limits are that it could give you a book kind of answer, but it doesn't know what it is to implement it and experience it and integrate it in your daily life. So that is the limits, I would say, of AI. So AI can only take you as far as like a Google search or whatever, you know. It can't do the inner work for you. So if you really want to experience the fruits and the benefits of being on the spiritual path or practicing Kriya Yoga, then experience it for yourself, and then you'll know it, you know. So, and if you want to know how to experience it, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Vedagurudev. Join our free Kriya Yoga school, freekriyayogamasterclass.com. Join 770 like-minded Kriya yogis and yoginis practicing Kriya Yoga around the world. And if you really super want to experience it and master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga, go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. Join our group and join me, Veronica, Paul, Theophilus, Fitzguru, everybody in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. Yeah. We have a very loving family, and we welcome everybody. So if you super want to experience it, that's what I would suggest. So yeah, so there's 3 on the screen for you, 2 free, 1 paid. So yeah, I'll let you choose your own path, you know, no pressure, you know. Choose which one works best for you. But I would suggest you experience it, because AI can never experience it for you. It can't do the inner work for you. You have to do the inner work. You have to experience it. And the fruit is really in the journey, not in the destination, right? So enjoy the journey, enjoy the spiritual adventure, enjoy the spiritual challenge, and embrace it with a big smile on your face and experience it wholeheartedly. And yeah, enjoy that you have a gift that AI could never have, and that is the experience. And you have something that AI would give everything for. AI will never know what it's like to love, what it's like to meditate, what it's like to help people. It only knows from a ones and zeros perspective. It can never know from a real human experience. So if AI would give that everything for that, then don't take it for granted. Cultivate it, enhance it, and experience everything to the fullest. Life is so beautiful and dynamic when you experience it, and stop taking it for granted, and open your eyes to the true beauty in the world. I saw a video we did about a month ago from one of these Satsangs. It says, God is the best artist of all time. He is the best painter, the best creator. He is. And when you really open your eyes, you begin to see, wow, God is so great, you know? Like, I was looking at like the clouds and the colors in the sky yesterday in Thailand over the ocean. It was like a a light orange and like a light blue, and the clouds were so fluffy and beautiful. I was like, man, God paints the best picture of all time, you know?
Yeah.
Wow. God has outdone himself all day, right? You know, God
Yeah.
is the best of all time, you know? He can, there's no one greater, right? All the glory to God. So, yeah, when you begin to experience the vividness, the the canvas of God of the on the universe, then wow, you know, this is something AI would give everything for. So learn from AI, and you've been granted a great gift just by being human, and experience it to the fullest with a big smile on your face, and you can never go wrong. So
Yeah.
AI would throw it all away tomorrow for that, you know? So don't take it for granted. Experience everything to the fullest, because AI
Yeah.
would never have the experience, the human experience.
Yeah.
The ones and zero experience, maybe, but never the human soul centered experience.
Yeah, they can just talk about it, they can't be about it. That's that's how we need to be. Don't talk about it, be about it.
We don't talk
Mm,
about Kriya Yoga, we do Kriya Yoga.
yes.
So all AI can do is talk about it in a text-based form. They can never practice Kriya Yoga, you know,
Yeah.
as a human.
Katapi Roti's next question is, have you had any experiences with shamanism? Have you?
No, not really. You know, my path is more the yogic sadhu swami, you know, Indian Himalayan path. But yeah, my brother, his name's Ved Mooney. He was a ayahuasca shaman for a while, and he gave that up. He said that is not the way. But I asked him about the shaman path. He said not necessary for someone like you. You These are more for people that want a quick fix, want a microwave or a lightning path or like a temporary band-aid, right? They don't want to do the long work of the inner work, right? You know, they want to sprint to the finish line. They don't want the marathon. So when you realize the real fruits and the real benefits in the spiritual path is the long work, the experience, that you gain over time. So yeah, I don't know. I've never really so consulted a shaman or anything. You know, I just say my only experience is Ved Mooney, and he said he was an ayahuasca shaman in Brazil. Said not necessary for you. You know, these are for like people that want the lightning path. You know, tech people, tech bros from Silicon Valley who
Yeah.
don't want to do the long work. They want to do the lightning path. So they take some fluid. He said this fluid stinks. It smells like burnt plastic, but they're so desperate to connect with their soul, they'll do anything, right? So for real people on the spiritual path, it's not necessary, you know. But I don't know. No judgment on the shaman. I just don't really have any experience, you know. Only experience I have is Ved Mooney, and he said, you don't need it. You're already way ahead of these people, you know. It'd be going backwards, not going forward for you, you know. So the real trick is not to use any external things. Do your own inner work inside you as you. And when you experience it, you know it. So you don't need anybody to tell you. Let me tell you how you feel in your body, you know? There's no way they
Yeah.
could know. They're just guessing. So try to cut out all the middlemen and all the fat, and just go directly to the source inside you as you, and become a pillar of light, a nuclear power plant where you don't need anybody, right? Nobody else can tell you about God, because you have a direct connection to God. You know, when they come, let me tell you a story about God, you'd be like, no thanks, I got God's direct phone number. I call him every night. So, you know, like Fitzguru said, God is calling everywhere, all day. all we have to do is have the awareness, the discernment, the discrimination to hear God's signal. So no shaman necessary, because I have a direct phone number to God, right? I have the red bat phone next to my bed, right? God, I'm calling right now. It's emergency. So no middlemen, right? And they hate that because they can't monetize that, right? If you know God inside you as you, how can they sell you their snake oil? Like, give me some money and I'll send God an email for you. Can't happen. It's a joke to you. So no middleman in your connection to God. So if you have a direct connection to God, no shaman, no preacher, nobody necessary. Let's say it like that.
Yeah, I wonder how much it costs to do those ayahuasca ceremonies. I bet it's not cheap. Like,
Just the
yeah,
travel alone is thousands
yeah,
of dollars, right? You
yeah.
know, let's say you live in Los Angeles, you got to get a plane flight to Brazil. You land in, I don't know, let's say you land in Sao Paulo. There's places probably somewhere in the jungle. You got to take a 2-hour car ride,
Oh my
you
God.
know, hotel, everything. And then you got to pay the shaman or whatever. Yeah, you're looking at, I don't know, over $5,000 or something,
Yeah,
you know, just to drink some burnt plastic.
yeah.
That'd probably
Some
make you
disgusting
glad.
plant juice.
Yeah, some disgusting plant juice, you know. So
Comes out both ends. Like,
comes out
ugh.
both ends. Yeah, it's only 15 minutes or something, he was telling me, right?
Ugh.
So it's not like a permanent enlightenment you carry with you, you know. You I don't know what he told me. He said you see like what do you call it? Machine elves, right? Like elves working on machines or something. I was like, why do I want to see that, you know? And he was like, it's only 15 minutes. All that for like a temporary enlightenment state. And, you know, and you come out and you're like, I know the secrets of the universe, you know? So
Yeah.
I don't know what's the point. Just do the inner work. If you know happiness is inside you as you just sit on the side of your bed and go to your happy place, and that'll be perfectly great, you know. I'm
Well, I think you
I'm looking at a bird right here. Hold on, let me see if he comes. Can you see? He's almost coming. Come
I
over
think
here.
he's come on, birdie.
There he goes. You can see. Can you see him?
Yes, I see him. Oh, thank you
He's
for
coming
coming,
in.
bird.
So
Express yourself.
he's like brown with like black stripes, and he has
Oh,
like light blue eyes with a yeah. You can kind of see him, right?
yeah.
He's cool.
The
Huh?
bird likes your energy. Awesome.
We have an
Oh,
audience of a bird, right? You
yeah.
kind of see him, right? He's just barely
Yeah,
out.
he's just walking around, hanging out.
Yeah, he's just walking
Yeah.
around, not bothered by me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Vedagurudev.
Yeah.
He's not gonna try to hurt me or harm me.
Yeah. He's not
Oh,
afraid
good.
of you.
I like what he's saying. You know, he's got some good insights.
That's a good confirmation.
And good good
Yeah,
confirmation. I live
he's
in a
not afraid.
himsa, which is nonviolence, so I get an audience of animals, birds,
Yeah,
butterflies sometimes. So that's cool.
yeah. You got some Agasteer energy. All
Oh, you
good.
could see him good right now, right? He's like
Yes.
he's in there, right? He's
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes we have butterflies, sometimes what else have we had? Cats, lizards.
birds, cats, yeah, lizard, yeah, squirrels, yeah. The list is in whatever who's ever around hearing the signal, then they come around. So that's good.
I don't when you're on the spiritual path, it does seem like everything seems more beautiful. Like you're like you notice things
True.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, I could say in my case, everything is way more vivid and dynamic, and like just looking at a tree is you would take for granted before the spiritual path, but now I'm on the spiritual path. It's
Yeah.
just awe-inspiring. I look at a tree like, wow, look at that tree. Look how
Yeah.
beautiful the leaves are, and look how the branches branch off, and uh, wow, it's so dynamic and majestic, right? Love that tree. you
Yeah.
know, you
Trees are
know.
my favorite trees are my favorite thing to draw because there's just like they're just fluid. They can go wherever they want to go.
Yeah, they go. They're free. They go in all directions, whichever direction they want, no problem. So yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I love the trees, and yeah, the colors of the sky, the clouds, the wind,
Mm.
everything just becomes more
Yeah.
awe-inspiring and more dynamic and vivid, like everything, right? Like, just talking about the wind, I'm feeling the wind on my face and I'm like, wow, how great is
Yeah.
that? God is great every day, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'll be in the car with my husband. I'm like, oh, look at that moon. It's so beautiful. He's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm like in my
exactly.
own.
Most people take it for granted, but when you open your awareness and you raise your awareness, your consciousness to a heightened state, everything just seems so dynamic, right? Yeah, I catch
Yeah.
myself staring at the full moon or the new moon or the half moon. I'm like, ooh, look at that. Wow. You
Mm.
know, like, like, I don't know, the football game's on. Who cares? The moon, look at that moon, right? Wow, the moon is way more important than the football game, like,
Yeah.
so
This set my soul on
none of
fire.
none of these things have like no relevance, right? Like when you raise your awareness and you heighten your vibration. So yeah, if you just open your eyes, I like my guru used to say, most people are sleepwalking with their eyes open, right? So they're attached to the Maya delusional world. But when you really open your awareness, you'd be surprised at the beauty of the ocean and the mountains. And yeah, wow, yeah, when
Yeah.
I wake up, I look at this, I could see like the kind of mountain range. It's not like a Himalayan mountain, like a semi mild mountain from my bedroom window, and I just stare at it for as long as possible, right? And sing
Oh.
my songs and everything, praise the sun. The sun is coming up, and it's like a beautiful light orange and a beautiful light blue, and the colors is so
Yeah.
puff, clouds are so puffy and fluffy, and wow, yeah, the mountain is so green and dynamic,
Yeah. As hard as life is, we need to appreciate those things. Kind of
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like, yeah, and our soul talks how beautiful is the palm trees and the ocean and the
yeah.
boats, fishing boats on the ocean and the waves. Wow, you know, outstanding.
Yeah. Whew. Well, I think you already answered Katathi Roti's next question, but maybe you can expand on it a little more. He says many people have had an ayahuasca ceremony, have mentioned they have experienced Mother Aya, who is similar to a feminine mother like God, Spirit, Mother Earth, etc. What are your thoughts about this?
I mean, could be. I never had an ayahuasca experience. I just go by what my brother Van Mooney told me. But could be. I'm sure they have all kinds of experiences. But how could I put this? If you're depending on an external source to get you to a heightened state of enlightenment, it's just a temporary band-aid. So the real trick in doing your inner work is to have a permanent state of enlightenment, So this is basically gives you a glimpse, but if you really do the inner work inside you as you, then you could have a more permanent, a more controllable state that you control, and you're not dependent on external sources as a band-aid. So if you see, I don't know, whatever they said, Mother Earth in the ayahuasca state, could be. But when you do your inner work, you're not absorbing other people's states and making them become your state. You're creating your own happy, enlightened state. So if other people say, I see Mother Sophia in my ayahuasca state, you're absorbing their movie and making it your movie, right? So I wouldn't take anybody else's advice. If I ever did an ayahuasca state, or I mean, it's probably not necessary for me. If, let's say, hypothetically, the opportunity was, and I wanted to try it out, ayahuasca, right? I would stay as empty and as clean as possible from distractions. Like what other people say they saw in ayahuasca, I wouldn't absorb any of that. I would stay empty and as clean and as blissful and as pure as possible, so I could have my own tailor-made individual ayahuasca experience, right? So I wouldn't absorb anything anybody else said and make it become my story. And that's basically what we do in our meditation in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. We do a practice called Sudi, which is basically clearing out all the trash. What other people say about ayahuasca, not my experience. Detach, let go, detach, let go, detach, let go, detach, let go. Machine elves, detach, let go. Clowns, detach, let go, detach, let go. I don't have no expectations. I don't have nobody's projection of ayahuasca becoming my projection. I stay empty and clear with a big smile on my face, and then I'm clear to go into a meditative state. So I would do the same practice with ayahuasca, right? I wouldn't let anybody else's experience become my experience. I would just clear it out 100%, and I would have my own individualized, personalized, tailor-made ayahuasca experience. So whatever I saw, I know it wasn't tainted or influenced by anybody else, you know? Same with meditation. We clear all the distractions, all the conditioning, and we stay empty inside us as us, right? So the experience we have, we're not absorbing from anybody else. We're having our own tailor-made, individualized, personalized experience going to our happy place. So I would do the same in ayahuasca. I mean, I have the tools and the kriyas where I can have a ayahuasca experience without the ayahuasca. Let's say it like that. So that would be my best advice. So what other people say they saw or what they did really doesn't matter. Make your own experience, your own state, your own, right? So don't let their ghost story become your ghost story or their experience become your experience. So I would stay clean and pure and cleansed as possible of all outside distractions. So whatever experience you did have, it would be tailor-made and individual for your own consciousness, and it'd be true to you. It'd be your true inner experience. So yeah, whatever they say really doesn't matter. It only matters what you experience.
Well said. Katapi Roti's next question is, what are your thoughts on ancient history, such as who built the pyramids or their purpose? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I would say they had high knowledge. I mean, we still can't replicate it in 2025. They did this like 20,000 years ago or however long it was. I've actually been to the Great Pyramids of Giza. High knowledge, high energy, you know, for sure, right? I don't know where they got this intuition, this consciousness, but high knowledge, let's say it like that, you know? So I can't even explain how they put the pyramids together in this day and age, right? Who knows, right? But they definitely had high knowledge, you know? If you ask me what my intuition tells me, they had some supreme technology, which was more sound based, where they could move heavy things through sound waves. How they did it, I have no clue, but that's just my intuition, you know? So they had some supreme technology that we can't explain. I don't know, 20,000 years ago, whenever the pyramids were. But yeah, definitely ancient history, and India too. They have places, Mount Kailash, different temples. I have no clue how they made it, right? And it's so beautiful. And they had this one temple we went to. It was carved out of a mountain with one stone. Like, I don't even, how'd they do that? I can't even explain it, you know? Like,
Yeah.
so they have ancient history has high knowledge, right? And God bless them, because they were definitely on to something. And the pyramids, ancient pyramids of Egypt, and the different temples in India and Angkor Wat in Cambodia, and millions of Thai temples around here. Wow. You know, that really shows you, if you really align yourself with God, God becomes the best inspirer and creator, and he takes over and starts painting and chipping away at the rock. And wow,
Yeah.
what a true testament of, of, if you realize your true inner potential, the possibilities are unlimited. And we have modern day things to look at, the pyramids in Egypt, I mean, everywhere, like, what they call this place in Mexico and Peru. Yeah, I have
I
no
can't
clue
think of
how
the
these
name. Yeah.
ancient civilizations created all this. Angkor Wat, all these Thai temples, all these temples in India. I mean, everywhere has great architectural feats that can't be explained right now. So, yeah, they definitely had high knowledge. And yeah, if they could do it, who knows what you could do? Realize your own inner potential. Just, in my intuition, they just aligned themselves with the God signal, and God took over, and they were divinely inspired by the grace of God. As you see, most of these temples are to worship the awe-inspiring beauty of the source of God, So whatever incarnation you feel of God. So yeah, they definitely had great technology, and I'm in awe of it all around the world. Let's be honest, So how they
Yeah.
did it, I have no clue, but it looks great, and I enjoy it to the fullest. But yeah, definitely high vibrations, highest vibrations, and yeah, they definitely had high divine knowledge. Where they got it from, how they got it, I have no clue, but it definitely resonated with higher divinity to me. Let's put it to you that way, Like, whoa, these guys, they were on the right track for sure.
Katathu Roti has the next question is, what are some good self-reflection questions to uncover unconscious beliefs? Oh, good question.
Self-reflection questions. I mean, the master of self-reflection is self-inquiry, self-observation, is Ramayana Maharishi, right? So if you look up him, his number one question, who am I, right? This helps you self-reflect and realize your true inner potential, and you begin to drop identities and conditioning, like I am not my car, I am not my bank account. I mean, most yogis, they say neti neti, which means not this, not this. I am not any of this. I am not even this physical body. They say, they have a affirmation. They say, not this body, not this mind. They look at their own physical body as like a physical meat suit, a junk car, or like changing clothes, right? Like, this doesn't define my soul at all. So if you really self-observe yourself, you really begin to see, like, none of this defines your soul, right? So when you start to ask yourself, who am I, right? Then you really start to self-observe yourself. And a good way to self-observe yourself, or self-inquiry about yourself, just go in your bathroom, look in the mirror, and ask yourself this question, and face yourself, look at yourself eye to eye, and say, who am I really, right? And you begin to drop all these identities, these conditioning, and realize your true inner potential. So, good question to ask. I would say the master is Ramayana Maharishi, right? Who his whole practice is based on self-inquiry. So I would look up Ramayana Maharishi, but I would say his number one go-to was who am I, you know? And that helps you self-reflect and self-observe and self-inquiry into yourself, you know? Who am I? So that will get you started. And yeah, if you want to ask AI what a Ramayana Maharishi self-inquiry
Yeah.
questions, it'll tell you.
That is a pretty deep question. Like, who am I? That,
Right.
yeah.
That's his number one go-to, you know? So, and when you start at the top of the pyramid, then you trickle down, right? And then you have these other then the other questions open up and come to you ever readily. So.
Yeah. Am I these hands? No. This keeps going and going.
Right. Am I my car? Am I my bank account? What do these hands do? Why do I have these? They look kind of awkward, right? What does this thumb do? You know? Why do I need this, right? How does this define my soul?
Yeah. Katathi Roti, I really appreciate all your questions. These are so good. So the next question is the feeling of enlightenment, bliss, similar to the same feeling as Maha? I'm not sure what he... Yeah.
That's what he said? So Maha means like great or supreme, right? Did he say anything after Maha?
That's it. This is question mark.
Maybe he was going to say Maha Samadhi. So
yeah, I think so. He abbreviated it. It was MD and then MA, Maserati. I think that's what he meant.
Yeah. So all these highly enlightened states or states of being, yeah, they're all kind of similar and they all kind of stack on each other. So when you reach a state of samadhi, it's a state of no beginning and no end. So it's infinite. So even in samadhi, you wouldn't even know what samadhi is. It's like how would I put this? It's like merging with the light, the divine light. You are the divine light and the divine light is you. So I like to say sunbathing in the grace of God. So it's like almost like showering in God's grace. Let's put it to you that way. But these highly enlightened states like Mahasamadhi or enlightenment or self-realization are hard to put words to because it's beyond words, you know? So I'm trying to describe it in crude words when it's such a beautiful, blissful, symphonic state that you reach, you know? So I would say they're all similar, or they all kind of merge together and become one. And what is one? It's almost like nothing. It's like emptiness. It's like, how could I explain this? It's like sitting in a white room, but there is no room. There's no beginning and no end. So there's no distractions, nothing to attach to. So you would say, am I in Mahasamadhi? And it would be like, what is Mahasamadhi? You know, like, so it forces you to go inside you as you and become one. So even the white light or the white room, you are the white room. So you can't even, there's no distractions. You can't even make out your physical body in these highly enlightened states. You are one with everything and nothing matters. Food doesn't matter. Time doesn't matter. Words don't matter. Nothing matters. You are alone with yourself, inside you as you, in your blissful state. So there are nothing to distract you. You're alone with yourself. So it's been known for people to get lost in samadhi, which I have done for 5 days. I didn't eat. And yeah, you never want to leave. And when you come out of that state, you always want to go back. So
so I guess what he meant was MDMA. It's actually a drug. It's known as like ecstasy or Molly. So is that, so what was this question? Let me go up.
I mean, these highly enlightened states, you can't compared to like a chemical induced state, you know? So these states, enlightenment, self-realization, samadhi, you are the director. You are in control. When you take these things kind of take control. So it's different, right? So like I said before with ayahuasca, I would not depend on any external source to get you to an enlightened state. Because it's like my guru used to say, it's like trying to hold water in your hand. It's just, it drips out. It's a temporary band-aid to something that only inner work can really get you to that state. So I wouldn't depend on any external source. If you ask me, I would do the inner work, and you could reach that state anytime you close your eyes without having to go buy some pills or get on an airplane and fly to some faraway place to reach that state. You just sit on the side of your bed and go inside you as you, and that would be the best way to reach this state. My guru used to say, I remember one time we were at a temple in India, and there was a bunch of backpackers, right, on the spiritual path. He says, I don't know why all these people get on an airplane to come to India to find the secrets of the universe. All they have to do is go in their closet and close the door and go inside them as them, and they will find the secrets of the universe inside them as them. So I wouldn't go anywhere. I wouldn't depend on any external things. I would just do your inner work and go inside you as you. And you would have a way more dynamic and profound experience just by doing that, I would say. So that would be my best advice. Whether it's ayahuasca, MDMA, I don't know, any external thing, I wouldn't trust it. I would do your inner work, because all this is a temporary band-aid, you know, a temporary solution to a long-term solution, right? So if you do your inner work, you're not dependent on any external things to get you there. You get yourself there whenever you want. All you have to do is close your eyes and go inside you as you. Okay, before we go to the next question, let me stretch my legs.
Yes,
How long have we been on here?
2 hours and 21 minutes. You're a yogi superstar. These questions have been so great.
Yeah, this has been a pretty profound satsang, right?
Yeah. Maybe that little bird will come back.
Oh, he left already, right?
I want to see some birds land on your shoulder eventually.
Maybe one day, you know.
Yeah. Or butterflies.
And in the Himalayan mountains, we have like a 20-foot rule, right? Like we give them their space, they give us their space. So don't start nothing, won't be nothing, right? You're over there, I'm over here. I'm not going to hurt you. You don't hurt me. You know, we're good, you know? So yeah, maybe the birds follow that universal law, the 20-foot rule.
I like your quote that you've said before, come in peace or leave in pieces.
Come in peace or leave in pieces, yeah. That's what the security at the nightclub I worked at, they had a sign on the, you know, entrance. Come in peace or leave in pieces.
Yeah. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Words to live by. Okay. My next question for you from Kantathu Roti is, can spiritual people and regular people feel your energy? I would think so, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I would think so. Like, it's hard for me to know what other people experience and what level they are on. I mean, I'll tell you a story. One time, me and my guru were walking through a market in India, right? And I saw this guy, I think he was selling fish, and he was glowing. He had like a golden glow around him. I looked at my guru. He looked back at me. I was like, you see that? He's like, I see it. So we walked up to him, and he just started laughing. And we started laughing. Like, he saw our glow, and we saw his glow. And we didn't say any words. We just laughed uncontrollably for like 5 minutes. Like, it's, it's basically like, oh, it's such a great blessing to find another person glowing. There are very few people glowing around here, but we got one. I see you, you see me.
Yeah.
I didn't say this to him, but he was just laughing like, ah, ha, 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 ha. It was like the funniest thing ever. And like after I don't know, 5-10 minutes, we just wide him, he wide back, and we just went away. And
Yeah.
it was like, I was like, man, I looked at my guru. I was like, man, that was excellent. That was outstanding. He's like, yeah, sometimes on the spiritual path, you find people and there's no words necessary.
Yeah.
We saw his glow. He saw our glow. It was a great day, no words necessary. Let's laugh about it and be happy, We're on the spiritual path. Thank God it's great to be a yogi, right? Yeah. That's what it was, like it was controllable laughing. We couldn't stop laughing. I don't even know how I started laughing. It was just contagious. He started laughing. I started laughing. My guru started laughing. And we're not, my guru's like a secret yogi, like it's not, he's not too much into laughing. He's more happy than other strict, rigid yogis, let's be honest. But, it was just infectious. And when someone starts laughing, you can't stop laughing. I was like almost rolling on the ground laughing, like uncontrollable. And, just like, it was, yeah. So, so I saw my guru and he said, like, you saw his aura. Obviously he did. He told me he saw it, and I saw it. And then, he's like, most things, words aren't necessary, like we understand the mission, we understand, it's like a great signpost or a great confirmation and blessing, right? Like, keep up the good work. That's basically kind of was said, like, intuitively, like, you're doing the greatest stuff. We're doing the greatest stuff. Let's keep going, right? Let's collectively uplift the world as much as we can. So, yeah, we can see other people's energy and other people can see our energy, depending where they're at on the spiritual level. If they're on a lower frequency, they're not going to see our aura. But if you're walking the spiritual path and you've done inner work, I would say you probably could see other people's energy and they could see your energy.
Yeah, and if you can't see it, you can feel it. Like you can
you
walk
can feel
into
it.
a room, you can feel what the energy of the room feels like, or you can feel if somebody feels good or bad.
So sometimes I go in a place and the energy just feels off. I just turn around and walk out. Not going to do it to myself. Not going to try to figure it out. Not going to try to investigate. I support places with good energy. Low frequency energy, negative energy, I don't support. So if I was going to go eat there and it fell off, I would go eat somewhere else, So yeah, I would definitely say you feel energy and you don't want to absorb other people's energy unless you have to, like you want energy that uplifts you. You don't want energy that drags you down. So, anytime you feel like it's off, just leave, turn around and leave, if you can, if you're in a situation, then try to navigate that situation and get out of there as quick as possible, run away from bad energy. Don't try to fight it. Just walk away.
Yeah, I don't think you have to be a spiritual person to feel energy. I think regular people can feel it, is what he was asking. So,
yeah. It's openly and readily available for anybody, right? Like, I like when you said on the other Satsang, it's highly unlikely I could ever reach self-realization. I said it's highly likely you can.
Yeah.
It's openly ready for everybody. Like, who can't? All you have to do is do the inner work. It's open for everybody. So anybody could see other people's energy. Just do the inner work, And if you don't know how to do the inner work, on the screen, we got all of our stuff. We'll give you a little roadmap and a step-by-step path to help get you started. And anybody could do it. If I could do it, anybody could do it. So I don't want to feel like it's out of reach for anybody. It's in reach for everybody. So if I could see other people's energy, you could see other people's energy. All I did was the inner work. That's it. You do the inner work, you probably see people's inner energy way more than me. So just do the inner work, and you'd be surprised at your inner potential, what you can achieve. It's unlimited. So yeah, it's openly available for anybody. So only difference between yogis is that they just did the inner work.
Yeah.
So they were like you at one day. They just got on the spiritual path and did the inner work, and now they could see people's energy. So if you do the inner work, you could definitely see people's inner energy.
Katathu Roti also wants to know what advice for improving discipline to practice Kriya, eat healthy, etc. consistently.
Yeah, you just got to set what's called a sankalpa, which is an intention, right? I am going to do this no matter what, right? I'd be lying to you if I said I got out of bed and I wasn't dreading doing these satsangs or dreading doing my asanas. I wake out of bed same as everybody else, like, oh, today is the satsang. Oh, come on. But I set an intention, a sankalpa, no matter what my ego says, I'm going to do it. I always do it, There are yogis and yoginis depending on me. I got to answer their questions. Let's get to it, right? One foot in front of the other. So you just basically have the willpower and set an intention that you're going to do it no matter what. I don't care what happens. Like I said before, you become an unshakable mountain. No matter how much it rains today, I'm doing it. No matter how much it snows today, I'm doing it. No matter how sunny it is, I'm doing it. No matter how much wind, I'm doing it. So no matter what, you just set an intention, I'm going to do it. On sankalpa, I'm going to do this no matter what. And that's what give you the discipline, overcome, right? And it's only the first 2 minutes,
Yeah. And then you're here. I think the hard, you just got to do it. And then once you're there, you're there.
Sometimes there's some days I'm a little off and I'm looking at my yoga clothes like, man, can I just take a day off today?
Yeah.
But then I say, no days off, right? Babaji is depending upon us, right? We have people to help out there. No days off, right? We are 24-hour a day, 7 days a week yogis, right? We don't take no days off, right? There are people out there that need our help, right? So let's get to work, right? So, but yeah, it happens to everybody, even me, right? Some days, like there are asanas that are difficult. Let's say the full wheel pose, right? Where you arch your back and push up and, go into a half full wheel, right? So, yeah, I'm like, man, my wrist hurt today. I don't think my back feels a little off, but I push through it no matter what. I set an intention, a sankalpa, and I push through it no matter what happens, right? So no matter what my ego says, I do it. So that would be my best suggestion. You are the king of your castle. You are in control. Tell that little devil on your shoulder, we're doing it today. I don't care what you say, right? So you just set an intention and use your willpower to power through it, right? And that's basically what carried me through everything, right? I don't care how cold this lake is in the top of the Himalayan mountains, I'm going in no matter what, right? So get your mind right. Here it comes, right? And that's what I did. So just set the willpower and intention, and you'll be surprised what you could accomplish, right?
Yeah.
So tell that little devil on your shoulder, we're doing this no matter what, right?
We're doing it.
We're doing it, right? I don't care what you say. I'm getting out of bed right now and I'm getting ready,
Then we know we're doing great when we see Darren Carter, who says, "Morning, beautiful people. Morning, beautiful
morning, Darren Carter. Glad you could join us."
And Darren Carter says that I like the sound effects. Thank you. Keep them coming.
Yeah, that's a new thing we have on StreamYard. Yeah, we probably should add some more sound effects. Yeah, maybe let's go through the sound effects
Yeah.
one by one. See what we have right now. I think we have how many? We have the
Yeah.
clapping. Pause. What else we have? Oh, the Himalayan singing bowl. And the conch. So for our members who have gone to our yagna, where we burn up all our members' problems every new moon and full moon, we have the real conch and the real Himalayan singing bowl, which you could see live in person if you join our Kriya Yoga Masterclass in our bi-monthly yagna, new moon and full moon yagna fire. That's where we got that from.
Then I got 4 more.
Oh, boo. Boo. Laughter.
Uh-oh, the yoga police are here.
Yoga police. What is your lineage? What is your parampara? Who is your guru? The yoga police has arrived. Oh, and the train.
Toot toot.
Train is coming, right?
Yeah. Oh, Katathi Roti says, thank you for answering my questions. Much appreciated. Thank you.
No problem. Anytime. Katatu. How you say his name?
I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm going to Katathu Roti.
Katatu Roti.
Roti.
Okay, got it.
You have a beautiful
Katathu.
name. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. I probably am.
Yeah, excellent. Katatu.
Well, I don't know. I got to get going soon, but I don't know. Here's a question I've been thinking about. Oh, he's pronouncing it. Katu Roti.
Katu Roti. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to write that down.
Like cat, two.
No,
right?
It's a K-O-T, cot.
Oh, cot. Katu.
Roti.
Katu Roti. Okay, got it. Katu Roti.
Katu Roti. You should make a mantra out of your name.
Katu Roti.
Oh, Darren Carter says, always a nice surprise when I get up and you're there. Thank you. Aw.
Yeah, it's great to have you here, Darren. Darren's also a member of our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. So always great to have our members of our Kriya Yoga Masterclass here. And yeah, we're here all the time, right? So every Wednesday and every Sunday we're here. So a fresh morning coffee. Vedagurudev and Veronica on a satsang.
Yes.
A breath of fresh air. Like the sun rising.
Well, Katu Roti says that it is a Sri Lankan street food. Oh, sounds delicious.
Yeah, I know roti. I mean, I've eaten millions of roti in my day. That's all we ate, right?
Yeah.
Katu Roti, Sri Lankan. Oh, nice. Yeah, outstanding, right?
Let's see.
Yeah, never enough roti in the Himalayan mountains, right?
So, like, I was thinking, like us waking up, that's a threat to the elites and overlords that like to control our population. And they like that thing that happened 5 years ago to like decrease our population. I was thinking like, so if the more of us that wake up, it's a threat. So it's like, it's not that we're overpopulated. It's just that the more of us, they can't control us if there's more of us. I don't know. True. I was just thinking, isn't that interesting? They like to turn it around.
Their playbook is divide and conquer, because how can the 1% control the 99%? Only by divide and conquer, right?
Yeah.
Like, depend on us, we'll save you, we'll help you, right? and you see they're not helping us or saving us at all. So that's how the playbook works for the elite, or whatever you want to call them. You cannot hang out with Katu Roti because he's Sri Lankan. He has a different skin tone than you, has a different flag, he has a different language than you. Divide and conquer. You cannot love somebody who has a different religion than you. You cannot love somebody who has a different skin tone than you. You cannot love somebody who has a different flag than you. You know, on and on and on.
Yeah.
This is all divide and conquer. If you see everybody is the same, then you would have no hate for anybody. If you see God in every person and everywhere, then how can you hurt anybody? You see yourself in everybody. So this is their playbook that they don't want you to become aware of or realize, right? When you see everybody, I've been all around the world, and I could say from my own experience, 99% of the people in the world are just trying to feed their family and be happy. That's it, right? So how can you hurt those people when they're trying to do the same thing as you? They're just trying to live a happy life and feed their family. So what difference does it make what their religion is or what their skin tone is, you know? How could you hate them? They're just like you in a different piece of dirt, you know? So how can you hurt them? They're just like you in a different geographical region. So that's what they don't want you to wake up to, you know? Like, if you love Vietnamese people, which I live close there, how could you get on an airplane and hurt them?
Yeah.
So that kills their narrative, you know? They want you to not come from a place of love, always come from a place of hate. That's what they want. But if you come from a place of love, you love everybody unconditionally. So how could I harm another soul when I love all souls? And if you wake up to that, then you definitely not get on an airplane and go hurt some other people, or, you know, do something that God wouldn't approve of, you know? So let's say it like that. So I don't know. So yeah, but if you begin to see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, you know their playbook. They're right, and you're ready for it. You're like, oh, here it comes.
Here it comes.
The new C word, on the nightly news. Oh boy, you know, here they come, right? Fool me once, you got me last time, but not again, right? Yeah, you need to take the jab because you need to protect yourself of the new strain or whatever. No thanks. You got me. Boy who cried wolf. Got me the one time. No more crying wolf over here, you know? So you begin to see, like, nah. You showed your true colors during the C word. I saw it was all fear-based propaganda and psyops, and I want no part of that, you know? So you come with that in 2025 or 2026, no. Keep that out of you. Not believing it, you know? And you see it's all, when you're in a lower frequency, in a fear-based state, you're easily controlled because you're scared, right? I'm scared I'm going to lose my life. I'm scared I'm going to lose my money. I'm scared I'm going to lose my family, whatever, right? I'm going to lose my car. You're scared, right? That's when easy controlled. If you're a fearless yogi or yogini, you can't be controlled. You don't care, right? I'm not scared of you, you know? Light work, kindergarten over here, right?
Light
you know,
work.
a light pack over here, right? You know, like, oh my God, kindergarten over here. So, you know, you're not scared. So hopefully people became more aware and more conscious during the C word thing, you know? That's what I hope. So when they roll it out again, which they always have the same playbook, you know, I mean, you could see it like, let's say JFK, right? That was like, how long ago was that? 70 years ago, 60 years ago? I don't know. Whatever. 60 years ago, let's say, right? They're running that playbook this year, right?
Yeah, they are.
Guy gets on the roof and he takes a shot at the president, or a guy gets on the roof and Charlie Kirk's not here no more. They're still running the 60-year-old playbook.
Yeah,
they're going to run it again. Right. It works. They run it all the time. And, you know, they think you're so stupid. You know, they can't tell you about aliens. Like Paul said, you're going to jump out the window. You're so stupid. You are not. We're in control of you. You're not in control of yourself. We make up the, you know, fakest ghost stories ever. You know, you see it. If you become aware, you see it clear, right? A penguin and a bat had sex, and that's how we got the C word.
That's science.
It's the science. It's the science. You know, like what? Oh, yeah. There was a U.S. soldier, and he met a green monkey in Africa, and they had.
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah. And that's how he got AIDS, right? And they're like, what? What? You know, what? I mean, that's how they look at us. You know, like,
we'll believe anything.
Come on. Really? It's the science. I'm wearing a white coat, so you have to regurgitate everything I say because I am the expert and it's the science. So if I tell you a penguin and a pangolin or whatever it's called and a bat had sex and that's how the whole world shut down, you should believe it because that is science. What? You know? Yeah. Everybody starts laughing at it. You really look at it intellectually, you see how stupid it is, you know? Like, what? Nah, you know? Like, this 18-year-old kid, 19, went on a roof and he almost took out the leader of the free world, or soon to be leader of the free world, right? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, but that's how they operate, right? Yeah, there was one lone gunman for JFK. The bullet hit the side of the highway, came back, and then magically landed next to him, untouched. What?
Yeah. Darren Carter has the perfect comment. He says it's all wearing thin. Yeah.
It's zero in my book, you know, not even wearing thin. They say go right, I go left, right? So, you know, they run that playbook. And when they run the playbook, you're like, here it goes again. It's coming. They're coming with it.
They're coming.
Now you have the better awareness and discernment, right? So if, you know, where Darren Carter is in the UK, they try to run the playbook. You'd be like, wearing thin on me, you know? You caught me a couple times. The boy who cried wolf got me, you know? But now you cry wolf, it doesn't have the impact. Wearing very thin over here, right? Yeah. Like, you say go right, I go left, you know? Whatever you say, I want no part of it no more, right? Wearing very thin over here. I agree with Darren Carter.
Yeah. Well, another way they try to divide us is like beliefs. Like you believe something different than me. I can't believe, you know, we can't be friends. I don't know. And you mentioned Charlie Kirk. I was just thinking like people are so tied to their beliefs. They'll go down with the ship with whatever they believe. Like I didn't agree with everything Charlie Kirk stand for. But I believe he was a good person. And like he felt like abortion was murder and you should go to jail if you have an abortion. But I know people that have, and it was a really hard decision. So they're probably punishing themselves. They don't need to go to jail for that. But, you know, I can't, you know, you got to put yourself in that person's shoes. I'm not going to judge somebody because of that. But I could still, I appreciate Charlie Kirk and everything, you know, he was trying to do, but I don't have to agree with everything, but but a lot of people like, you like Donald Trump, we can't be friends. Like, I just think like, we're always trying to like, they're trying to divide us with just beliefs too. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, regardless of what Charlie Kirk believes in, you should never wish another soul to be not here, right?
Yeah.
You could agree to disagree. It's perfectly fine. You don't have to agree on everything, you know?
Yeah.
But there are 2 young children that don't have a father now. That
Mhm.
is not right, you know? So don't let these people activate you and hypnotize you. And next thing you know, you're on a roof and some young children don't have a father, taking it way too far, you know?
Yeah.
Don't let other people's belief become your belief. Craft your own beliefs and make it what you want, you know? And, you know, don't hurt nobody with any belief, right? Don't go down with the ship, you know? Don't, just because your football team lost, don't be fighting in the stadium, right? The better team won, it happens, right? No team goes undefeated, you know? I'm, you know, if I see somebody talking about bad about yogis on the internet, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
fly to their house and fight them. You know, I'm
And
not
shoot
even gonna
them.
comment about it. I'm gonna be like, oh, I agree to disagree. I didn't
Yeah.
see that when I was in the Himalayan mountains,
Yeah.
but
I
agree
agree
to
to disagree.
disagree. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't go everywhere, so
Uh,
agree to disagree. But you know, when you start hurting people in the name of some belief, then you're going too far. You know, so
yeah.
agree to disagree. You know, like regardless of what his political stances was, I'm not going to hurt anybody for no narrative or no belief, right? So don't let these people activate you and get you to an emotional reaction. You know, one time my father drove past a prison, and you know what he said? He said 90% of the people in this prison made an emotional reaction. If they just would have took 10 seconds and breathed, they wouldn't be in there right now. So don't let them put you in a cage over some beliefs you have no dog in the fight with anyway. It doesn't serve you anyway. Who cares who's president or what political party wins? What difference does it make? You know? So
Yeah.
don't put yourself in a cage for something you could have avoided in 10 seconds of breathing, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, and definitely don't hurt anybody in the name of some belief because they're not going to
Yeah.
say, you know, like this political football team he was on, what are they doing for him and why he's in a cage? Nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Laugh at it, you know, or use it for their own propaganda or whatever. So don't go down with the shit for anybody, you know? I like the Pittsburgh Steelers football team, but if we lose, I'm not going to get on an airplane and go fight the
Yeah. Like,
got outplayed, you know?
yeah.
What can you do, you know?
Yeah.
No team goes undefeated, you know?
Yeah. The better team won. It's okay.
Better team won. Salute you, sir. You outplayed us, you know? What can you do, you know?
Win some, you lose
So,
some.
you know, but if you're like Charlie Kirk's in my area, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the gun store and blah, 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 blah. No, stop, breathe.
Take a moment.
Please don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to your family, your loved ones. Don't do it to your state. Don't do it to anybody, right? Breathe. Don't do it, you know? Don't get activated by nothing, right? You know? And if
Well,
you really feel emotional about it, just lock yourself in a room and just stay
yeah.
home, you know? Like, all right, whatever. I don't agree with it, but I'm not going down there and I'm not going to fight the people there or whatever. I'm not going to do something stupid that will land me in jail or get me in, I don't know, solitary confinement or the death penalty or whatever, you know? Don't do it to yourself, right?
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop. Breathe.
Yeah. Do
All
your
right.
Kriya yoga practice. Do some
I
mantras.
was getting crazy there. If you have to, smack yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right, Baba G. I'm losing it, right? I'm losing it, right? Okay. All right. Back to work, you know? Well, you know,
Okay,
snap
shake
out
it
of it, right? You know, give yourself a couple smacks, you know?
Yeah.
Especially you're thinking that crazy, you know, like, you know?
Yeah,
So
I don't want to hurt
just don't do
anybody.
it to yourself. Don't do it to your family. Don't hurt anybody. Always come from a place of love, not from hate, you know, and I don't see how you could go wrong. So Yeah, back to the questions.
Oh, Katu Roti has something to say about his name. He says Katu Roti is egg roti, chicken roti. It is the same roti, oneness. So his name means oneness. So
Oh,
like,
great. Yeah,
oneness.
that's a great name. Oneness, right? That's what we practice. Oneness.
Yeah.
Non-dualist perspective, a oneness perspective. Yeah. So
egg roti, chicken roti, it's all the same. Okay.
Yeah. All rotis go to the same place, back to the source. Oneness.
And then Nick Jeremiah Donalds, glad to join the Satsang. I got you on in the background as I'm presently writing a piece for my blog. Oh,
Nice.
I hope. Wow.
Yeah. Glad to have you, Nicholas J. Donalds here. Nicholas J. Donalds is also a member of our Kriya Yoga School, and every new moon and every full moon, I burn up his problems in the holy Yagna fire. Kenosha, Wisconsin, I remember.
Whoa.
So yeah, if you have any questions or anything you want to say, let me know. And if you want me to interview me for your blog post, let me know. I'm open to it.
We were talking about creativity earlier. A blog sounds like a very creative thing to do. So
yeah,
outstanding,
right?
Well, I think
Vedagurudev said, "Come from a place of love, not from hate." Blog post, September 24th, 2025.
Don't hurt people. Lock yourself in a closet.
Don't hurt people. If you find yourself climbing up on a roof with a gun, you're gone too far. Yeah. Smack yourself across the face, climb down, and go home,
Well, I think we've had an excellent satsang tonight.
Yeah, outstanding. So, very profound.
Very happy to be here, and everybody that joined us tonight. Thank you. And got some last minute. Oh, Darren Carter says, "Thanks, yogis. God bless." Thank you, Darren Carter.
Thanks. Thank you, all yoginis and yogis. God bless. Peace to the world. Peace to the universe. Peace to everybody. Shanti, shanti, shanti.
Yes.
Peace everywhere.
And Katu Roti, keep coming back. I love your questions. You take the pressure off me, so thank you.
Yeah, bring all your profound questions. We'll do this again. The Soul Talks, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday, live from the Thailand beach. Bring all your questions. Very profound. We'll answer all questions wholeheartedly. And every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Vedgurudev's live Q&A satsang with Veronica. We usually go 2-3 hours. So yeah, bring all your questions. Anything that comes to you during the week, bring them to us. And all of our Kriya Yoga School members, I'm open 24 hours a day. You can ask me whatever. If you're going through something, just DM me on our school platform, and I'll send you a link, and I'll go on a private call with you, and we'll overcome whatever you're going through in the present moment. And every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a 2.5-hour class, which is very profound. And I'm open to all of our members, answer all the questions, describe all the techniques in detail. If you have any questions about classes 1 through 81, we'll answer them all wholeheartedly. So yeah, so I'm always available 24 hours a day for all of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members. And sounds great. And if you want to start practicing Kriya Yoga, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Vedagurudev. We're trying to get our watch hours over. We need like 1,000 more watch hours. So watch all of our Babaji quotes, watch all of our satsang soul talks, all of our live streams. A lot of value on there, 100% free. So support our Kriya Yoga family. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Vedagurudev. And if you want to Discover the secrets of Kriya Yoga, 100% free, and you need some framework and some step-by-step guides. We have a very interactive community, over 770 like-minded Kriya yogis and yoginis practicing Kriya Yoga worldwide. So we'd love to have you. Go to freekriyayogamasterclass.com. And if you want to join me, Nicholas, Veronica, Paul, Mariana, all of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members, and master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga, go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. And with that said, we'll wrap up our September 24th Vedagurudev's live Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang with me, Veronica, all the ascended masters.
Babaji, Mataji.
Babaji, Mataji, Lakshmi, Shiva, Ganesha, all ascended masters, all spirit guides, all light beings, all archangels.
Yes.
All the glory to them. They're doing all the heavy lifting. Keep up the good work.
Yes, thank you. Much appreciated.
And with that said, we'll go out with Babaji's Mula mantra. So anytime you're going through anything and you need Babaji's direct phone number, call on Babaji by saying Babaji's Mula mantra. And his Mula mantra is Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om. And Veronica will say it so beautifully right now.
Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om.
Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om. And lastly, we will sing the Shanti Universal Peace Mantra, sending peace and love to all people all around the world, wherever you're at, sending peace and love to you. And Veronica will sing the Shanti Universal Peace Mantra so beautifully right now.
Om Shanti, 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 Shalom, Sat Nam Sadhu Tao Spirit, Swami Kami, Amen, Amen, Om Selah Hom, Om.
Om Shanti, 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 Shalom, Sat Nam Sadhu Tao Om Spirit, Swami Kami, Amen, Amen, Om Selah Hom. Are you feeling spiritually lost, like you've tried everything, YouTube videos, online courses, even meditation apps, but still something is missing? Wondering, is this all there is? The world is loud and chaotic, and your soul is overwhelmed, craving inner peace, but you can't find your way back to yourself. This is exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system to help people just like you. This isn't a video you watch and forget. It's a daily spiritual lifeline that brings you back to your soul. So if you're done feeling lost and you're ready to start transforming, then come join us. This is more than a course. This is your lifeline. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com.
Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. बाबाजी नमो ॐ क्रिया बाबाजी नमो ॐ क्रिया बाबाजी